Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hellstorm Wargaming Monday Hobby. That's a new jingle. Did you practice, Jay?
We can practice that off stream. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Monday's hobby stream, where sometimes I hobby, but Jay always hobbies.
There's no breaks in this hobby train.
There's no breaks in this hobby train. But how's it going? I'm joined by the lovely Jay from Mohawk Miniatures. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, dude. Yeah,
Good.
can't complain. We've got some new toys to play with. This came today from Glasshammer, which was nice. It's just
Tonk. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Hey. Yeah, there was meant to be 3, but only 1 came.
Oh right, okay. I mean, they're quite sought after, those little bad boys, aren't they?
I think it was more that I also got somebody else's codex. So I phoned Dan and was like, "Yo, dude, I think you made a mistake." And he was like, "Shit, yes, I did make a mistake. You're right. We'll get some out to you. Can you send the codex back, please? I'll pay for the postage." So yeah, it was.
Just be like,
it's one of those.
Nah. The codex is mine now.
No, I've already got one, and I've got the digital copy of it as well. So you know, like.
What I did find funny was, I mean, we love him to bits, but Scary from Scarredcast was live streaming with the codex, the Space Marine codex, and he accidentally showed his code on stream.
Oh no!
Ripperoonie, the
Spoon.
code is
Right there, absolute
Capoodie.
spoon.
Absolutely brilliant, so funny. But anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. Who is here? We got Mr. Sundays, we got Dan Hellstorm, we got Commissar Bob, Learn, Train, Play. We got Vols and Riot. I don't recognise your name, but welcome to the stream. How's it going? We got Volkov.
Hey everyone.
We got a couple of other people as well. We got the Mighty Boo and Redarkai. Welcome. And Richard Smith and Stephen Carpenter and Steve Rogers. That is everyone.
Always Stephen Carpenter.
Stephen Carpenter. I think I offended Steve the other day.
Really?
Yeah, because I did a review of the Sons of Bahamut Mega Gargants.
Yeah.
And like, there's the one that's the Gatebreaker, which is the one with the cowl on. You know, he's supposed to look like an executioner.
Looks like an executioner.
But he looks like a bit of a gimp to me. But I kept calling him Steve the Simp because that's his name now. So.
Oh. You've got a real thing about calling your supporters, your subscribers, simps.
No, he just took it. Steve just presumed I was talking about him, but clearly I was talking about the Gatebreaker.
Yeah, it's not the first time where you've had the whole like simp to Hellstorm thing going on.
If you're not already simping, Vols and Riot is a simp. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the follow.
Brilliant. You're only a simp if you give money. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Hello, I am trying to bring myself to work on some Space Wolves, but I have zero motivation to. Well, you are in the wrong stream if you're looking for motivation for hobbying, because I'm going to do zero.
Wait. That's untrue. You've got things to do. Go on, get on the build train.
JMon40k says, "Hey, quick question. What do you think about the new exclusive Terminator model? Have you seen the new exclusive Terminator model, Mr. J?"
I have, dude.
It's cool, right?
I don't like the fact he's got a combi flamer, but I could swap that off easily enough. So,
they like to do that, don't they, with characters? They like, let's like, especially limited edition ones. They're like, you know, there's weapons that you're never going to use. Well, you're not going to use this one either. There you go. There's a new chaplain. Yeah. He's pretty sexy, I would say. He's pretty nice.
I love him.
Yeah.
Like, all right, unpopular moment. Someone's going to get a little bit like defensive about this. I think the paint job's a bit meh.
I think it's fairly standard heavy metal, to be honest. I didn't really see anything different. I was just thinking, I was wondering how many heavy metal painters are a bit just working from home now and just loving life.
Probably quite a few.
Yeah, actually, it's one of those jobs that you definitely don't need to be in work for, type thing. You know, I was just thinking because they got all the cool videos. I was like, I bet that was painted in someone's house, and then they posted it somewhere else. Someone did some footage with it, and then they sent that footage somewhere else to edit it. And I think that's what happened. So
yeah, almost certainly. But I think it's cool. I'm not sure why Warhammer Day is Halloween. That's the only part of this I don't quite get.
It's a bit strange, a bit random.
So you don't know? There's no like specific reason they say. Because I don't remember this last year. Was this a thing last year?
I think there was a Warhammer Day, but I don't think it was Halloween. I think this is
Because
a
if
new
it had
thing.
Warhammer Day last year, it would have been, here's an Orc Codex you can pre-release. Sorry, you can pre-order today on the 31st of
year.
October.
Well, last year it wasn't even. It was year before. It was October, wasn't it?
Oh, God, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
2018.
Christ, time flies, eh?
Time does fly, sadly. But you're building a Necron destroyer. You're a little bit blurry today. It's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Because again, my Discord looks pretty damn spot on.
Shall we click off and click back on? Turn it off and on
Maybe.
again. Okay. Say goodbye to Jay. Rework of the previous chapter model they had. Yeah, exactly. It's the same, essentially the same one that they released before. There we go. That looks better.
Good.
Don't know why that happened, but there you go. Maybe just because Halloween fell on a Saturday, maybe.
Could be.
Are we giving out old models to trick-or-treaters now? I'm giving them bricks, lightnings, at like fast speed. Like, go away. Stop coming to my house. There's a pandemic.
When I say trick or treat, the answer is trick. My mate's robbing your house.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like,
But I might do some hobby today, Jay. I might do.
you should. You have got, I know this, the same thing I've got to build, which is not this local destroyer, but is a entire forest of Canoptech destroyers.
Yeah, so I've got one of these bad boys. Well, I've actually got one. I've got one. But I've actually got another two wherever I put them. So I've got these as well. I've got these two to build.
Get on it, man.
Pew, 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 pew.
Because you can do some cool, sexy reposes on your monopose models.
I can. Trick, I've got COVID, says that Sundays. I love it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I've got two Doomstalkers, but they are easy to build. And
Holy shit. This is going to be the one Halloween that every single person comes knocking on your door is actually wearing a mask.
Yeah. And I bet you the little shits will cough on your eye as well. Because it's funny. So, Virgin ATVs versus Chadfire Strike Server. Sorry, I do have a Virgin ATV as well. I've done loads of hobby today. I built
Those
a
fire
thingy
strike
last night.
turrets are so bad.
Got Mario Kart.
I think they look rubbish.
Woo! We're listening to the Mario theme tune.
Nice.
But yeah, so I've got two of these Doomstalkers to build. But they are easy to build. So they are snap fit, essentially. So you don't even have to... I've glued it, but you don't have to use glue.
Yeah, I was looking at the instructions here. It says, oh, no glue required. Like, not in my house.
Yeah.
We're going to have magnets on this motherfucker. There's going to be some glue.
So, basically, I wanted to build these differently, but the only real difference you can do is the legs. You can't really do anything with the body. The body is the body. You know, it's a lump.
Yeah, you can repost the little guns. You can repost the head a little bit if you chop and change.
But the legs is the main one.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've been on my Mr. 3D printer and I 3D printed 9 Canoptech Doomstalkers. No, I'm only kidding.
Did you just say Mr. 3D printer?
Yes. Is
that like
name now?
Well, that's a bit of a giant leap in terms of intuitive thinking to come up with his name, but okay.
Well, there we go. Look, we got a camera. So this is my Doomstalker. Here he is, lad. But I've 3D printed some cool stuff. So I've got like this column, which is dwarven, but you know it's close to Necrons. It's got funky symbols on.
Viking Crons, clearly.
Viking Crons, yeah. I've got this sandstone type smashed up pillar, which is quite fun. I quite like that.
I do like that a lot.
Yeah, and I've got this essentially Games Workshop style thing, but smashed up. And I've got another one as well. I've got that one, and I've got...
When you say essentially Games Workshop style thing, do you mean like almost exactly the same as the current Games Workshop kit?
Yeah, but they don't sell it smashed up, do they?
No, and they don't even sell you a hammer either, which I think is darn inconsiderate of them.
It's very terrible. So I got those, and I like them so much because I made these in like 3 hours that I did them again. So I've got 2 of each. Because I was like, I'll print this because this is going to be cool. Because I'm doing like, you know, like you've seen my bases, so it's all Martian. So I'm thinking like smashed up buildings and stuff like that. But then I thought a dwarf obelisk, that'll work. That'll be fine.
My pixelated hands, by the way, are just a defense mechanism. It's like being in the SAS. As soon as you see a camera, your face gets pixelated. As a hobby expert, you know, this is the way it works.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Discord is designed to censor you, so...
I've even turned off the music I was listening to.
Rubbish.
So,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've got the old 3 bars my end.
All I have to listen to is your dulcet Yorkshire tones.
Yeah, they are quite good, to be fair.
It's doing wonders for you, mate. What can I say?
I bet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to chop up some Doomstalker. I'm going to chop up some 3D printed parts for basing, and then we'll see how we get on. I've printed them hollow as well, so I can cut them really easily, and then I've got Millie put to like fill them back up.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm hoping...
Helps save on resin as well.
Yeah, so I'm actually hoping that they crack when I cut them, because that'll give me more natural...
well, why don't you use something you have an abundance of to break them anyway?
What's that?
I was going to say body weight, but it felt it was a little bit too harsh.
Yeah, it's a little bit harsh, I'd say.
But I figured also in comparison to the scale miniature, you are essentially Godzilla.
I am, yeah.
Therefore, it still kind of works.
To be fair. But here's a question. I was thinking about making a video on it. But I don't know. Did you buy the cards for Necrons?
I haven't opened them yet. Should we do a live unboxing of the cards?
I mean, you can if you want, because there's not much to look at.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Cards.
Epic. Yeah, they're pretty terrible, aren't they?
I don't know. I haven't. Like, this is the first I've literally seen of them.
Well,
I only bought them because I don't want the argument for these 6 cards. So if anyone would like to buy however many cards this is, that's fine. There's a lot of strats that I'm not so fussed about. And then what else do they even have?
Kind of the point I'll be getting at.
All strats?
It's just strats.
How many strats do you get?
41.
Is that only 41 cards?
Yeah.
Why is it taller than like a standard pack of playing cards?
I don't know.
If it's 51. Like, you think about it, like, that's the normal deck you play poker with, and that should be 52.
Yeah.
They're thick boys.
Yeah, there's just a
To be
lot.
fair, they are quite thick. If you're one of those magicians that threw cards at like targets, I think these are probably the best cards to use.
Yeah.
And there must be one called Decapitating Strike. I'm down. There you go. See, use that to. I think Fire Overwatch would be a good strat to use too.
That's probably good.
Oh, they've got the Catan powers. That's useful, and they even have the specific ones for the other 3. So that's good as well.
If they didn't, that'd be so shit.
I wouldn't have been surprised if they weren't there. How shit is that? Like, that's the way to look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
But are the backs the same? No, the backs are different for all of them. Are they different? Has he got a Nightbringer?
The Necron ones, and I bought the Space Marine ones.
Why didn't they put like the Dragon Shard on that one, the Deceiver on that one, and the Nightbringer on that one? That would have been super sick.
That'd been pretty cool.
There's a lot of strats, but to be honest, one thing I noticed when I played my game on Saturday was haven't got flayed ones, can't use that. Haven't got immortals, can't use that. Haven't got this, can't use that. A lot of the strats are very definitely like you choose this particular unit. Here, Monolith. Yeah. That's just the shooting phase one from Necrons. Destroyers.
There's only like 5 strats there, like army wide.
Yeah, everything is like, so you've taken this one unit, here's the thing to do to make that unit better. But I don't begrudge paying essentially, we'll say, after discount on element, maybe like £1.50 a card for these 6 cards. But I will probably take these in a little sleeve and leave these at home because I've got the book.
It's just a bit annoying that like the cards are more expensive now. But you need them less. Because I'm sure they're like £5 more than what they were to the old ones.
They are, yeah. They're 15 quid, whereas it used to be 10. Because it was £8 to buy the box from like a third party.
Yeah, but then you don't need the cards. You used to have the cards because you needed them for the mission for Maelstrom.
Yeah, so your tactical objectives. That's right.
Yeah.
That's a surprise. The Necron specific missions aren't a card.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird. Like that one.
That is shit.
Sort of expected, but
yeah.
This little boy gets a tail.
Could you use the cards to help determine protocols during pre-game? Yeah, I mean that's what the Necron ones are good
why.
for.
No, that's
but the
literally why I've got them.
You got the litanies and the psychic powers if you want to use them, which no one does, but sometimes they're handy. You know, if you go, the chaplain doing this,
they're good
next to him.
Reminders, like Veil of Time next to the unit, and so you remember you're not going to forget to reroll your charge and so on. Because I know that's the problem that we've all had at times.
But then it's your stratagems. So you need less of the cards, and they've gone up a $5. So I've decided I'm boycotting them. I'm not buying anymore.
You could be part of the small bag gang and have a smaller bag for your Warhammer stuff because you need to carry those things.
Yeah, I'm against the Games Workshop cards now. I've decided that they are crap. The AOS ones are great, and they're only a tenner, and they're A5.
So that I don't like.
But they're like data
big
sheets.
Cards like that.
Yeah, they are literally just the data sheets on cards.
Yeah, because they did that for knights as well. You could buy like the special edition thing with that. And I'm like, no, that's enough.
Could you still waiting for mine, Mikey? Could you do size comparison for the Doomstalker and the Canoptek Stalker?
It's about 2 inches in it.
It's massive comparatively. I'll get one in a second. They're like I saw people like going, oh yeah, I've just got this cool cannon, this cool gun, and I've stuck it to a reanimator, so now it's a Doomstalker.
Yeah, I've seen many chats already with people saying, "Oh, I'm just going to do this," and like it's too small.
It's too
small. Yeah, well, I'll put it on a bigger base. So it needs to be on both a bigger base because it's 60 mil. Sorry, 90 mil, not 60 mil. And then you need to raise it about 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
And people aren't quite getting it. Like, I'm having a massive issue finding a replacement mini to use as the Nightbringer.
Nightbringer, yeah.
The point where I'm almost certainly going to go down the route of having somebody 3D sculpt me a version of it. So that I can print one and have my inspired by Nightbringer. Not the same, not a direct copy, but an inspired by.
Yeah.
Same as having somebody just sculpt one for you,
It's fan art.
Because the current model is fine crap, and can't deal with that at all. That's just a no from me. But equally, it is a bit dated.
Yeah.
But the biggest issue is it's on a 40 mil base.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Which means that you can't really get a stand-in model. This is how much Games Workshop has changed, guys. You can't get a stand-in model that's about the right dimensions that fits on a 40 mil base anymore. Because all the monsters have gotten thicker as well as taller.
Yeah. It's a bit of a joke.
So, I still like the Deceiver model. It's just, fine cast. Though I've got an idea. If I want to make a Deceiver, what I'm going to do is take the little tiny baby scarabs that you could get from the Tesseract Vault. I've got a mold to make those. I'm going to make like 300 of the damn things. I'm just going to sort of put them together as
as a Nightbringer.
A Deceiver. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. So who was asking about Ventress 40k? This is a reanimator. These are the legs of the Doomstalker, and it's almost the same size.
Where
have I put the Doomstalker?
It is a large boy.
It is a very big. Can't even get both on camera. It is a very big boy comparatively. So, if anyone says, "Oh yeah, I've got this reanimator, I've stuck a gun to it," tell them to piss off. It's too small. They knew what they were doing, Games Workshop. They just went,
yes.
What we'll do is
yes,
we'll give it 3 extra wounds and then make it massive.
I think that the reanimator is unfortunately not good.
Yeah.
The murder giraffe. And he is just a bit poo.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if your opponent goes first.
It's not a stratagem, is there, to choose one of the...
There is a strat you can use, except
choose a unit.
there's two things wrong with that, which is the first, like focused on one unit to begin with, and you switch it off that.
Right.
So you can't be focused on it. Yeah, if you go in second. And then in your command phase, when you do it, it's only really good if you've also got some units to buy with Necron with like a res orb, and then it's only really good if out of all the dice you roll 9 4s.
Yeah.
Not 5s and 6s, only the number 4, because you'd have gotten back up on a 5 and 6 anyway, and you need 9 to pay for the Doomstalker.
Yep.
Yeah. I love the murder giraffes. They're all painted. I love them. They're great, but they're a bit poo.
They're a bit poo. Will not lie. As I've got 3, and I've just not bothered building the other 2. I got 1 built and painted, and then that was it. I picked a great time to switch the Blood Angels right as GW nulls the 8th edition codex into its entirety.
Oh, that's like a sanguinary guy about the best unit in the game right now. So.
Yeah, it's a
for
bit
the next
shit,
2 weeks.
but yeah, you're in a stopgap. You're not at the end of the. You haven't got a new codex. You've got a stopgap.
Well, that's not entirely true. You have got a new codex. You've just been given the entirety of Codex Space Marines, and that's not a bad book. If you just take that book by itself, that's already quite a powerful codex. Admittedly, it's not exactly what you wanted, I'd imagine, when it came to like your flavor strats, and they've taken away some of the Blood Angel strats that, like, from my opinion, were very, very strong.
Yeah.
To the point where some of them didn't have any counterplay. It was literally a case of, I'm just going to do this thing and you're going to like it and die. So I'm kind of in favor of that in a rebalancing way. But you're going to get another probably 2 to 3 pages of strats on top of the ones that are already there in the Marine Codex that are all already good. So
yeah, exactly.
Don't worry too much, guys.
Don't worry at all. So I fixed it like that. Bam. That was cool, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Does it match up like height-wise? Because I know the legs have got.
I'm probably going to be chopping and changing the legs, I reckon, because they're relatively boring.
Cool.
Because the legs just like are in there like that. So like they're on stuff, but like they may as well just be on the floor.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about with
it looks
this
relatively
leg,
simple to repose the legs for it as well.
Yeah, just like
like just a quick cut around to re-angle something.
So I'm thinking about putting that there.
The pipes looking a bit like a shit, but
the pipes can be removed, Jay.
Yeah, you can grease up some back on there if you're really fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
like the piston is fine. The
clip.
piston's really easy to do. You could use a paper clip if you want to, but I'll be honest, I'm probably just going to take them off, and then just no one will notice. I'll know.
Mate, you're absolutely correct with that, because I've done a few night anymore.
Yeah.
And no one's ever said, "Oh, you haven't resculpted his cables." Maybe they were too polite.
Yeah, exactly. They just thought Jay's a nice guy. We're not going to mention that. No one cares. No one notices and no one cares. So I'm going to put like this pillar here, and I'm going to put this leg on top of it. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's going to look pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
I'm doing hobby, Jay. Are you appreciating this? I hope you are.
Mate, I'm actually blown away by this. This is a rare occasion, and if anyone in chat is not feeling particularly moved to become a member of Mikey's small board gang, then
because of the amount of hobby I'm doing,
frankly, you're dead inside.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I've been could even be a member of Mikey's premium service.
Yeah.
It's one of the original 3, the Triumvirate.
If you want to support, we've got our October member goal, which we are currently miles away from. So you can click join down below. Yeah. Click join down below and join the premium community and join the small board gang.
You know what, Mikey? I don't think your member tracker is working. So can someone just do it to see if it's working?
Clearly, yeah.
Hey there.
You could cut the cables off and replace them with guitar strings. I could. You are right.
Yeah.
So I've just got to do some surgery on a grape. I mean, on this leg.
But you do have a scalpel.
I do have a scalpel. Sheffield steel, this kid. So I'm essentially just cutting around there, so then I can get this to be posable. This part.
Yeah.
Prepare to
Tickety Talk, just subscribe.
Hey!
Thank you very much. Tickety Tonk, thank you very much for that subscription. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Twitch gang.
Absolute superstar. Hey guys, if you've got Amazon Prime, or your mum or dad has, or whoever else,
your brother, your sister, the one you steal it, the person you steal it from, so you can use Prime Video. Link it to Twitch. Easy peasy, they'll never know.
Yeah, they don't know what Twitch is.
Exactly. Josh says, "Hi chaps, hope you're all doing well. I do have a modelling question. I recently picked up some Firstborn Marines pre-built. Any easy tips on removing, swapping shoulder pads? Easy to cut the arm off."
Ooh.
It depends what they've been built with.
Yeah.
If they've been built with super glue, then bang them in the freezer and open the freezer. If they've been built with plastic glue, then kiss their ass goodbye.
Basically, sometimes if you're like, so when I build a Marine, I don't want the shoulder pads falling off because they're one of the things that's most likely to fall off. So the surface area on the inside of the shoulder pad, like the cup there, I chuck a load of glue in that and wodge it on. That thing's almost never coming off.
Yeah.
If the person that's built it has been less fussed by that and just used a tiny dot, then you might be able to pry it off. But use something like a small screwdriver, like the sort of thing you'd use to mend glasses and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, something to pry it with.
Just sort of pry that. Also, the next question is, I suppose, how fussed are you? Because if you're not at all, then just get yourself some clippers and sort of snip around the top of the arm. And then you can just replace that with another shoulder pad and fill any really bad gaps up with Miller Put or green stuff or whatever else you want to use.
What Jay said.
There you go. When you said modelling question, I was like, always turn to the left, but...
Oh, it's quite thick to cut through this. I could do with a pointier scalpel, because I've got quite a rounded blade on this one.
This is why I like X-Acto knives.
Yeah, I've got one of these.
Because you've always got this standard blade for it.
Mm. Thing is with these are for me are really good to get hold of.
Oh, okay.
Because the factory that makes Swan Morton is like near my house. It's not like walking distance, but it's like down the road type thing.
Mate, depending on which way down the road, nothing is within walking distance of your house because of the hill that you live on.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Like, nuts to that. The return trip, no.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, the cables are gone. Cables are gone, everyone. I broke them. I was trying not to. I broke them. I was trying to be cheeky and not break them, and then what I was going to do is repose it and then melt them.
Melt them, yeah.
But they broke, so never mind.
At home, kids.
So yeah, so I can get Swan Morton like really easily.
I came here to do two things.
Gumbellina has just become a member. What a legend. Let's get some hype in the chat. I joined, but still dead inside. Thank you very much, Gumbellina. Really,
That's
really
okay.
appreciate
Go away
it.
and we're producing it.
Thank you so much for that. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome to the Small Board Gang. You get an extra video every single Wednesday.
Yeah,
and
man.
you get emotes in the chat. Let's get some Small Board Gang emotes in the chat. Let's go. Thank you so much for that. Really, really appreciate it. You absolute babe. What can I say? What can I say?
Quite a lot, actually. I've known you talk without repetition or breath, in fact, for many hours at a time.
It's true, to be fair. It's true. There you go.
I like how I said that. You immediately said it's true and then repeated.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Thereby disproving my point, whilst also telling everyone that it was correct, which took some skill, mate.
Exactly.
I mean, we couldn't have scripted that any worse. But,
Exactly.
There we go. Commissar Bob throwing the meeps in the chat as well.
Bit of a meat bomb.
Absolute winner.
Small board gang. I've got a small kill team main entirely of Imperial Fist successors. It was so much fun to do. Nice. Nice, Tada.
Awesome.
Oh god, the peer pressure. Yes, go
Because I'm right.
You are told.
That's like
You are part of the
reason
gang
to riot.
There we go. So we have posable legs. Da-da-da-da-da. Magic. Look at that. I might put while I'm building. I might put autofocus back on.
Does anyone else feel, by the way, that Space Marine bikers, and especially Custode bikers, should be able to one-shot all of the Canoptech walkers?
Why is that?
Well, there's this really, really old movie that I saw, and if somebody gets that quote, I'm going to be really impressed. Where you kind of go around it a few times with a rope, and then that's it.
Lost me.
Lost you?
Lost
Mate,
me.
you're the Star Wars fan.
I came here to do two things.
TLC Creations have just become a member.
Hey!
Wow, thank you so much, guys. That's amazing. Let's get some hype in the chat.
See, I think 2 people on Twitch got it, and that's all that mattered.
Thank you so much for becoming a member. Well, I'm really confused about the Empire Strikes Back quote, which I couldn't be. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Small Board Gang. Thank you for supporting the Hellstorm community.
So, I'm normally one that's like, oh, I don't like these easy to build kits because I'd rather have 20 hours of assembly. I really wouldn't. I hate assembly. Because that way I can choose to have this Marine holding a bolter in a different stance to this Marine.
Yeah.
But the best thing about it is they have been engineered so well that you can't put parts in the wrong way round.
Well, there is that.
Like that's like how many times, how many kits have you gone, yeah, I know what I'm doing, got halfway through and gone, what the fuck have I done here? You can't do that anymore.
You can't. You think of new speeders? I've no idea. No idea. I don't think they're that good. Can you even buy them yet? I don't think you can you?
No, not yet. They haven't had their pre-order up.
All right.
Not quite.
Smiling Maniac says,
"I will get next week."
Yeah, maybe next week. Smiling Maniac says, "I will assemble all of your miniatures if you paint mine."
I'm gonna need chain. Sorry, you're gonna need. No, it doesn't balance out that way. Put it that way.
It doesn't work. What he's trying to say is no.
Yeah, in a nice way. Like I have a guy commission builder, and he's just finished my Grey Knights army, which at some point I will put some paint on. Unfortunately, I lost him as a commission builder because I was like, look, I spent all this time putting your stuff together. Throughout all of that, I just went to play on my Space Wolves. So, all right, that's cool. That makes sense. I get it.
Okay. So now,
it's my least favorite hobby aspect.
I love building stuff. It's the bit after bit. Well, yeah.
I'm an artist. What's this regimented? Like, this bit must go in here, bullshit. No, give me a sharper knife and I'll sort that out right out.
Oh yeah. I love customizing stuff. I just lose. Sometimes I just can't be bothered. You know, like any hobby. You're like, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
But to a point.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna really like the way this is looking. But trying to get these joints chopped like properly, it's gonna be a bit of a nightmare. Because this one, it's got like a thing around the thing. If you can see that.
Yeah.
It's got a thing around the thing. So you got to chop that out, and then you got to chop around it. You know what I'm saying? The thingy thing. The thingy thing. That do the thing.
I would just slice that off.
Yeah, maybe.
And pretend it wasn't there to begin with.
There's three of the legs that have it though. I have got through it though, so what I've done is I've slightly cut into it so I can bend them. And then I broke it off. I was like, when I glue it back on,
right in the middle of the explanation as well.
I can bend it back on. You know, it'd be fine, but I broke it off now. But it's still there, so I can glue it back on. Okay, let's neaten this up. I will say, guys, if you do any filing, I know Jay shouts by sanding sticks, but if you can't get any sanding sticks, go to a cheap shop like Home Bargains or something and get yourself a nail buffer, because they are so good. So good. I'm removing ridges, number 2, everyone.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm removing the ridges, yeah.
Nice. I'm going to say by the build-up on that your nails must be perfect.
No, I don't use it for nails, that's the problem.
Either that or you've never shined them.
Okay, so that can go up there like that, and then that can go there like that. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's not on camera, sorry. Oh, look at that! Yeah, boy, we got posability now. Oh, boy.
Hey.
Oh, look at that. Whoa. Alright then. Let's see how it's going to fit on me column.
Happy days.
How's it going to fit on me column, Jay?
Relatively well.
I hope so.
Going with optimism.
Bit pointless otherwise. So we'll put that in there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some blue tack might be a good idea right now. So
Yeah, I was just looking for blue tack actually.
although I feel blue tack is one of the most important hobby from all.
Daniel Hellstorm says, I don't know if you saw, but the chapter command have 2 different points for the upgrades in the Space Marine Codex. Yes, I did see.
Yes.
I noticed.
Go with the most
after,
expensive one.
I saw that with my just after I filmed my review, that they had different points at the end, which is just hilarious.
I wonder if they've done it with the Necron ones, because some of them might be worth taking if they were cheaper.
Yeah. God knows.
There's only one that's any good, and it's 30 points. You're like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's 2
Half
warriors,
the point, maybe. It's a warrior and an immortal, I'll have you know. To the penny. Cryptic Arcana, what was it?
Oh,
Oh god, that's the Crusade rules. Have you played a Crusade game yet?
Nope.
No, are you going to?
Maybe.
Oh, well, that makes one of us.
If Lockdown 2 Electric Boogaloo happens, or happened, I don't know what, I haven't seen the announcements yet, then I should probably use that time to read the Crusade rules to find out if it's worth doing it.
You might have long enough.
Yeah, maybe.
Contemporary nano... Counter-temporal nanomines.
Yeah.
30 points. You've got to be within 18 inch, and you halves advanced charge rolls. Like, that's really, really good.
Yeah.
If you find yourself within 18 inches of the enemy, which is likely to happen, let's be honest. You don't want to be in that position, but you're going to be in that position. Yeah. I really rate that. I think that's spectacular. But 30 points. Like,
a little bit pricey, that, not going to lie.
Don't get me wrong, if it halts that unit of like assault intercessors or Sangard or a knight or whatever charging your boys, then that's going to be great. But
quite expensive. You're going to be quite close to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's even in your command phase as well, isn't it?
Probably.
Which means that you can't even use it if they fucking deep strike.
Which they will.
It's a bloody thing. Oh no, in your shooting phase, which makes even less sense.
Oh, we just had a donation.
Hey,
hey, dude. Oh, I'll let the bot do the reading. Thank you so much, Phonics.
Phonics_ donated £5 through Super Chat.
Legend.
Hey dude, how's things going? Now you've done Winters, any more collaborations on the way?
Now done Winters, any more collaborations on the way? I'd love to do more coffee time collaborations because people seem to really we're really receptive to it, which is good. I do have plans for some. I mean, if we forget about the virus for a minute, you know, I've got a couple in mind. But yeah, it was really. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. If there's anyone you want me to collab with on a coffee time video, then let me know. Let me know now, and I'll get into contact.
Joanna Lumley.
I don't have her number.
Coffee
anymore.
time with Joanna Lumley.
That would be pretty boss, though. Can you imagine? Imagine the questions I get. That's the real one.
Be amazing.
I would absolutely love to do Joanna Lumley, but alas.
As a coffee time or in general?
As a coffee time. But yeah, if you want me to collaborate with someone for coffee time, then let me know in the comments or in the live chat, and let them know in their comments and their live chats. Make sure they're aware. Oops.
Vin Diesel. He at least plays D&D, so you'd have something to talk about. That'd be a good collaboration. Like, welcome to Hellstorm Coffee Time. My guest is drinking Corona at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
He's Vin Diesel, so I feel it's kind of excusable.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I've watched Fast and the Furious?
Probably too many.
Way too many, but I don't give a shit. I love those films. They're awesome.
Yeah, but I saw the interview where he was just really creepy and really creepy towards a woman who was interviewing him, and he kept trying to kiss her and stuff, and it's just like, I don't care who you are, that's just rapey.
Yeah, creepy vibes, not good.
Very creepy. There's an excellent video by Drew Gooden about Vin Diesel that you should definitely watch, which will change the way you view Vin Diesel forever.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That coffee time was legendary. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Volkov.
I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah,
I watch all your coffee time stuff. I think it's good.
I love doing coffee time. It's so easy but so rewarding. I just sit down and chat to someone. It's great, but it's so much fun. You know?
Do you picture a particular person? And also, on an unrelated note, why is Elliot Phil?
Because Winters keeps calling Elliot Phil. I don't know why. He did it in the call out video that Winters did. He said something about Varak beating Phil, and I was like, "Who's Phil?" He's like, "Your guy," and I was like, "No, it's not. That's Elliot." And he was like,
"Brilliant."
Oh, well, he's Phil now.
Brilliant.
Phonics,
so it's just senility, is what we're saying.
Phonics says, "Get Allspec's tactics on for a face reveal. See the face behind the mask." I mean, he's done a face reveal on this channel already. If you go and watch our very first Blood Angels battle report, that's Allspec tactics.
Yeah.
So, it's the one with like the eagle Mephiston. Phil the Glacial Geek. I mean, he's a little bit far away for me to do a coffee time with, but that would be quite fun. I met Phil in passing at Vegas. I said, "Hello, Phil from Glacial Geek. My name's Mikey. You probably don't know me, but I like your channel. Keep it up." And that was it.
Nice. I think that's a good meeting. That.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And he was like, "Thanks," and then he went. And that was it. That was the interaction we had. It was great.
I love doing collaborations with people. We don't do much in the way of streams, like dual stream, because it's very difficult to. Yeah. I mean, you've seen the amount of technical issues we have here, and Mike and I know each other. It's very easy to arrange, but I love like having people's products to review and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've got some Death Ray Designs terrain coming that Justin from Death Ray Designs sent me a voucher for, and I can't wait to have a go with it because I love their
Death Ray Designs.
But
they're like OG,
a lot
aren't
to
they?
get it. Yeah, they really are, man. Yeah, like for MDF scenery, these guys were.
Yeah, because I remember
Not
Death Ray
necessarily where it
Designs were
started,
mini
but-
wargaming when no one else had a channel.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, super excited about that. We're gonna do an entire day or weekend of Necron terrain painting. I'm gonna pick up a couple of the new obelisk kits because as a certain undefeated in Night Fishing 40k YouTube creator has said, the kit would probably be about £35, probably for unconfirmed
obelisk?
rumours. Yeah.
The obelisk is like £105.
No. The three like menhirs, the
Oh, the
configuration of Doom or whatever they call it.
yeah, the Convergence of Dominion.
Convergence of Dominion.
I
There
thought
we
you meant
go.
like
I
the
think
obelisk.
configuration of Doom sounds better.
Yeah. Learn Train Set Play says Rob from the Honest Wargamer. You'll have to ask him to unblock me on Twitter first.
Yeah. I mean, he does provide literally the best Warhammer coverage.
Yeah, according to himself.
Yeah.
Rob doesn't like me for no unknown reasons, so. Is
He just
Valrax...
does threaten me, don't worry.
Yeah, sorry?
I'm not going to repeat it. It was inflammatory enough the first time.
Ah, okay. Is Valrak still keen on the channel challenges after the new Imperial Fist rules? I don't think so. He's got a bit quiet since then.
Yeah, mate, I'd have played him with my knights with his old rules, let alone the new ones. I have never lost a game to Imperial Fists, which is amazing considering they're great against vehicles, and that's literally all I have in my army.
Brilliant.
Do you know what my favourite thing about his Locust Destroyer is, by the way?
What?
Well, it's the same as my... It's the opposite to my least favourite thing about the old Destroyer kits. There's no flying stand.
Oh no, it's just on the base, isn't it? There's like a little.
Yeah. I'm super pumped about that.
I actually hate the back of that model. I think it looks so weird compared to the old one.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't mind. It's a bit weird.
You don't see it much.
Yes, I'd rather it was done like a little bit more in keeping, shall we say. But equally, I'd actually rather the old models got an update to this.
Yeah. Gumbelina says, probably because you don't simp for him. I mean, that's probably why, to be fair. Volcom says that smells like drama.
It's somewhat accurate.
It's very accurate. That is not what I thought it would look like. What did you expect, Bolton? I think everyone's going to find out what Auspex Tactics looks like. I don't know if his face, can you imagine if he's like, I don't know, like 60,000 subs or whatever he's on. He's like, oh yeah, 75,000 subs. It's a big face reveal. I'm like, yeah, just go and watch my channel.
Have you got one for your Striking Scorpion?
No, I haven't. No.
That was so he did a battle report with another channel, and that was the weirdest thing because the camera was doggedly pointed right at the table whenever he was talking. I'm like, okay, it is weird.
Yeah, it's weird when
I get it,
when people
it's
are
weird.
like that. It's like you can't be a video. In my opinion, like obviously Striking Scorpion is quite successful. I just don't understand how you can not want your face on camera but be a video content creator.
See, I don't necessarily want my face on camera because, let's face it, it's ugly.
Yeah.
But equally, it gets across my personality really, really well. And a lot of my humour, because as I'm ugly, I had to become funny. A lot of my humour involves facial features, you know.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Hey, you laugh at all my jokes. You sim to me. Look at that little high-pitched girly.
It's obviously real.
It's heartfelt, man.
What I should have done.
This is really annoying. Why have they called this piece 14, this piece 15, and this piece 16 when they've put them on the instructions 16, 15, 14?
Brilliant. Plot twist, Mikey is Auspex Tactics. Yeah, the guy, that's me.
I'd love to qualify that.
I haven't got his voice. The numbers are wrong in the Destroy kit. They're wrong on the Mega Gargant kit as well. I think that's the joy of building Warhammer. It's like you learn where Games Workshop made mistakes, which are actually on purpose, is to slow you down. Stop buying our kits. We're going to give you the wrong instructions.
Oh, have you ever built a Kaitan?
No.
No?
No.
Mate, they gave you the absolute best instructions for that. They didn't have any instructions. They gave you some photographs that they'd photocopied 4 times to get the contrast absolutely out.
Oh yeah, that's just 4 drilled all over, isn't it?
And then it was like 3 panes to a sheet of A4 that weren't really lining up. And that's why Ben's Kaitan, and I'm not sure if he knows this or not, so it's a risky story right now because he's sat 3 feet from me.
Hi, Ben.
Has no ankle joints, but has green stuff instead.
Nice.
Because the ankle joints weren't obvious on the instructions.
Nice. I mean, if it works, right?
It definitely holds up, put it that way.
There we go. Will it break? It does break. There we go.
Bang.
Banging. That's what we like to see. So we've got this. And then we've got... Oh, I've just thought... I can't really... Oh, I can move that. I can move that. That'll be fine. That moves up there. And that moves up there. Look at that for War of the World shit. Booyah.
Yeah, for some reason, guys, my camera is pixelated, but it's something to do with the way Discord gets it to Mikey. I don't know why.
I'm not really sure.
It's fine on Discord, but
it's... Do you want to try disconnecting and reconnecting? Might help.
Give it one of them.
Sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't. Mikey, why are you cutting the Precious Doomstalker? It's because I've got some cool basing bits for it. So I've 3D printed some columns. I 3D printed this. 3D printed this little dwarf column. And I've got some like building style wreckage as well.
I'll have to adjust the screen.
It's still pixelated. That is very annoying.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't know why it's being a knob. It's being a knob. Building a Warhound Titan was fun. Yeah, screw Titans.
I reckon the only reason they sell Warhound Titans with instructions like that is we figure if you've spent enough money on this, you've probably got a degree, or your parents are rich enough to buy someone to buy someone to build it for you.
True that. Are you going to coat them in texture paint? Of course I am.
Well, it's going to hide all his hobby crimes.
Exactly, yeah. I've got some plastic putty to go in afterwards. I've got some poly...
Is that the Vallejo plastic putty?
Yeah.
Love that stuff. Best stuff ever.
So I've got some of that to fill some of the gaps. And I didn't really get much movement out of there. I got like a little bit, not a great deal. So I think if the problem is I want to change these, but I feel like these are structurally integral to the rest of the model.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I do want to change them. I might just change what they're stood on.
Yeah, that might be a better idea.
Yeah.
To be fair, the whole model probably only weighs like 150 grams or so.
Well, yeah.
So it's not like it's going to be that much of an issue.
So that's going to go on there. And then this.
Yeah, I think you've got enough.
It's going to go
support
there, like that. Again, basically nothing, which is a shame.
in a really irritating place. I love how they put sprue joints in sometimes the most random spots. Like they put this one on the inside of this vertebrae, whereas they could have just put it there, which would be easy to clean.
Yeah. You how many grams in a pound? I've got no idea.
Let's see. Around 410.
410 pounds or grams in a pound?
Grams in a pound.
Oh, right, okay.
That's rough maths.
Yeah. No idea.
16 ounces to a pound. Something like 26-ish grams to an ounce.
Yeah. At least it's not the terrible metal models like the Tomb King Skull Catapult or the 3rd edition Hive Torrent. Yeah, I built a few
Oh,
skull
mate.
catapults in my
The
time.
Screaming Skullfucker.
Yeah, it's great.
I only called that because I had somebody who's an adult clearly buying it for his son.
520, thank you for the follow.
Also, hello, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Hello.
Yeah, I had somebody when I worked for GW walk into the shop and say, I'd like to buy a and sort of leant in close, a Screaming Skullfucker. And I stopped for a second and like, Chucker! You mean Chucker! Oh my god. Wait, and you're buying this for your son, thinking it was called that?
Wow.
hang on.
Child services.
Yeah. You do know this game doesn't have, what we say it's for mature audiences. It's not that mature. Don't look at the witch elves.
Well, yeah.
Mate, that was back in the time when Demonettes had their maps out,
You have 3 right. Try and leave them on this one and then change it on the last one if you feel you can. Yeah, because I built one as stock, so I'm trying to go a bit out there with this one. And then if I don't like it, I'll build the other one as stock as well.
Yeah.
The Sigmar models look amazing, and I've got Lady Olinda still boxed. Can't bring myself to get started. If you want it, or anyone here does. That's very kind of you. I already have a Lady Olinda, but I'm sure you won't struggle to sell it on eBay or something.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Right, okay. Let's glue this bad boy.
Is she the queen of the ghost people?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can tell from that question, I know almost nothing about Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have another one coming because I've got the I've got a subscription to the magazine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that more ghost people and Sigmar people?
Yeah. Yeah. I think this column that I've got that I've already smashed up might be too tall.
I did wonder if it was going to be too tall.
Yeah, I was hoping I could get the leg right up. I don't think I can. So I might have to break it down even further. But that's okay, because if I break it down too far, I can make myself another one.
Well, yeah, that and you can put it sideways on and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I could put it
It'd be
that
worth
way.
looking at the bit of sprue or whatever it is that they've got the jointed to the base on the actual thing, and seeing how tall it needs to be.
Well, that's the thing. It's because the leg, this one was just to the base, so I've completely reposed it, so it's much higher.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Cool, I'm with you.
Because I could have gone one with the something on it, but that seemed too easy.
Yeah.
So I've gone with the one which had nothing on, which was just to the base. Then the other ones I can just chop and then replace the terrain, essentially. That's what was my thinking.
Ooh, went on there weird. I didn't expect to get that.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, so that goes on there. Do I need to extend that piston later? It might even just fit. Oh, that'd be so depressing. It's like, I don't know if anyone can see, but like the difference I've gained from that supposed to be fitting in there. It won't
right.
focus. It's just getting nothing by
Oh.
that.
Oh well. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't. Because what I should have done is chopped that bit there so I can move that further out. Oh, converting, it's all great fun. So that goes there like that. And then that goes on there. Like that. And then I have to work out where the terrain goes. There you go. But what's everyone else up to tonight? Are you doing any hobby? Do you want to share it in our Discord community? Then use !Discord or use the link in the description if you're on YouTube. Join the premium community. Join the Discord community. Getting a little bit excited there. Getting the wrong one.
Do all of the Hellstorm communities.
Join all the Hellstorm community. We have an exclusive premium community for just premium subscribers as well. You want to go
Where if you've got notifications turned on, you get to ask Winter's SEO questions every now and again.
Exactly.
I totally missed the post, but I don't look at Facebook ever. So
Terrible. I did put it on YouTube as well. On the YouTube community post. But like no one uses those.
Community posts on YouTube.
I know.
Let me go with this head.
Mikey, you want it going inwards, not further outward? It's got to go further outward to get it higher.
Definitely doesn't want an innie.
No. This goes in, the rest goes out.
Let's put the guns together. So I'm trying to work out how and actually if I need to magnetize this, because I want to change the guns every now and again. Possibly. Although I did some Math Hammer earlier on. I love Math Hammer. Is anyone else a complete geek and loves Math Hammer?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'm not.
My life is empty.
Just roll with it. It'll be fine.
Like, there might be a case when you make your own dice and command your own luck, Mr. Herbert, but not all of us are that fortunate yet.
Yeah, make your own luck.
But yeah, I love Math Hammer. I love sitting there and just doing stats in my head, which is great practice for doing it at the table and so on as well. And this gun, the anti-infantry gun, the enigmatic imiter, something like that, I swear, actually isn't bad in almost all situations, apart from against the toughness 8 vehicle, which is where obviously this thing, the bigger gun,
yes,
what they're called,
long laser gun,
there we go, comes in and shines all by itself. So depending on what the meta does, maybe I need this gun because it's got minimum damage 3 out of 3d3 damage. That's great, obviously. It means that you're on average dice murdering things like Outriders if there's a lot of white scars about. Harlequin bikes if they don't have a 3-up invulnerable save, which is just absolute 8. And so on. So each gun has a sort of niche it fits into really, really, really well. I want to be able to chop and change. So we're going to work out if I need to magnetize it or whether these are push fit minis, I can just kind of get away with it. So there might be some magnets or possibly just some swearing. Could go either way.
Yeah, I've got the ATV ready, up and ready, and that's going to get magnetized. You could pop it in and out, but I think it's going to magnetize just so it's easier.
Yeah, so I saw that at the weekend. Jim Martin had a couple in the game that we played, which was great fun, despite the fact I got absolutely
trashed.
Well, he brought 3 units of Saturn Guard, 2 8s and 1 6, and they're pretty brutal at the moment. They're probably the most points efficient unit in 40k.
Yeah.
And I had basically 3 Indom boxes.
My first
and
time
5 Immortals, so it wasn't great. But yeah, the ATV, he had a couple of them that he put together, and I talked about magnetizing, so I've got a couple to do for a commission soon.
Right.
And you don't really need to, and they do just sort of pop out. But I'd probably magnetize the arms at the shoulders, so I could take the arms off, or at least one of them off, and then magnetize the gun, just have to sort of manhandle it a little bit and risk damaging the paint job.
Yep, makes sense.
But equally, I'd also almost certainly only ever take the Gatling gun.
Not the
it's still efficient.
Oh, I think I've done it.
I think he's done it.
I think he's done it!
By Jove.
So let's have a look what it looks like with flute tack, so I can pick it up. I chopped the column in half, and then I've just like sheared the rest of it, so I wasted half of it.
Brilliant.
Right, okay. Let's have a gander. Let's have a gander at what it looks like, what the old bad boy looks like. Like so. That goes on there like that. And then that with a little bit of jiggery pokery.
I'm afraid jiggery pokery is against the Twitch terms of service.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, man.
Neither of us are fit enough cam girls for that.
Fuck Twitch.
Can't do that either.
Well, yeah, that's definitely against TOS. And that goes in there somewhere, just to hold it. And then that goes on there like that.
Happy days.
Almost. It's because of the blue tech. Ta-da!
Yeah.
It stood on a column. We did it. We did it, everyone. It took us an hour.
Nice. But some of that hour was us talking gash.
Yeah.
And then more of the hour was the experimentation phase, which I feel you nailed, so well done.
Yeah.
And it'll be quicker next time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's him stood on a column now, just to change it up just a little bit. Just so it's different enough that it doesn't look the
So
same as
now
everyone.
you need to do it in a no-scope 360.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So you've got to spin the gun 360. And then don't look in the same direction as the gun. That's what you got to do.
Well, I'm slightly peeved. Why are you slightly peeved, JW? Got my new chaplain on bike for my scars and managed to snap his craziest. Oh, that's gutting. The old
F in the chat.
F in the chat for that one.
That's bad news bears, that is.
That is pretty rubbish. Daddy Tub says, Mikey, or Hellstorm/Mohawk, what do you think of the new Terminator chaplain that's coming out on Warhammer Day? I really dislike the sculpt. I think it's alright. We had
I think the sculpt is good. Yeah. I loved chaplains, to be honest. Done properly, I think they're great. The first Primaris chaplain I thought looked a bit naff.
That was shit, that one.
Like, he looked like he was trying to be a little too edgy and also co-star in Highlander, the series, not the film. And therefore was just a bit poo. I really like the original Terminator, like the metal Terminator chaplain. I have one. I've got the current Terminator chaplain still in blister, and at some point I'm going to paint him because he's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'll get this one as well because he also looks like a badass. I just will probably chop his hand off and replace it with a normal Stormbolter.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's my only...
Stream models tonight? Yeah, we'll be doing stream models. So yeah, make sure you join the Discord. Put some stuff in the Discord community. About that much. Might be a little bit less. I've had my Millie put for years and it's got a funny colour on the outside.
Sorry, you just said you've had your... Oh, Milliput.
Milliput, what do you think I said?
Rubber.
Rubber.
Alright, if it's got a funny colour, I'd probably throw that one in the bin.
Yeah, probably wise.
Also, why have you got it out on the street?
Why not? Is this not against TOS?
Not sure.
I'll do a bit of water. No, I'm just going to quickly go and get some water before I start mixing it up.
Do you got any Vaseline? That's not rotor related. He's gone now, so I'm going to take that as a yes. In fact, the reason I asked about way of stopping things sticking to your hands. If you are having any sort of sculpting issues with green stuff or similar, then a little bit of Vaseline helps stop that from happening.
A little bit of Vaseline helps what happening?
Well, I asked a leading question as you left, and because you weren't there to answer it, I assumed that I got the answer I wanted. And then we started talking about Vaseline on a completely unrelated subject.
Nice.
Also, I really like... So in a lot of 40k miniatures, you have the number of shots on the miniature.
Mm-hmm.
So things like cyclone missile launchers fire 2 crank missiles a turn, right? And they're preloaded with exactly 12 missiles. So for 6 turns, you know, back when the game used to be the normal length, that's enough for last an entire battle round.
Yeah.
And things like the Ironstorm rocket pod has 6 missiles. The Stormstrike one has 18 because it fires 3 every turn for 6 turns.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the fact that this has got 6 shots, which is the mathematical average for what this gun will fire.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if they take that into consideration when they're writing the rules.
Probably. That's the thing that's really annoying, right?
Yeah.
So if you want a model that's like super, super good, you don't need to talk to the rules writers. You need to talk to the sculptors.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely ignore Crudis and all of his team. Go and find somebody that's good at like 3D AutoCAD. Get them to work for GW, and then you're in, boys. 3.5 years down the line.
Get me a rocket thing that's got like 19 cannon holes. That'll do. 19 shots a turn. Sound.
There you go.
So I'm making some milliput to fill the hole underneath the column, and to like blend it to the base a little bit.
This is why I really like Vallejo putty, because you can just smash that all around it, and it looks like it's embedded, so it's part of the world rather than sat on the world.
I've been watching a lot of Black Magic Craft recently. I love that channel.
I love him. He's great. He's one of my favourite YouTube hobby channels, actually.
Proper nice dude. Did you see his Falling Down rendition?
No, but I'm glad I finally realised where I know that quote from.
Which one?
A lot of meetings today, and I couldn't put it on in the background. But this is not economically viable. I knew I'd heard that somewhere, and I couldn't work out why. Now all I need to know is why the hell that came back into vogue, because Michael Douglas has not been in vogue since Ant-Man. I was going to say since the Jewel of the Nile, but I figured that nobody else here would know what I was talking about.
No. I've got no idea.
An old film with Michael Douglas, as
right,
you may have guessed from my inference.
Well, maybe. You presumed.
I did, and I feel I only made an ass out of you on this one, though, so I'm okay. We're 50% up. So why is it in vogue? Why is it?
Why's what? Sorry.
So the quote from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that come back? Like, was it on a meme or something, or what?
Why this isn't economically viable?
Yeah. Sorry, I'll never recover financially from this, or whatever the quote is.
I'll never financially recover is from Bernie's. It's from Tiger King, I think.
Oh, okay. It's in that as well. All right.
And then obviously not economically viable. It's just because he did that diorama, which was really good. It's an expensive diorama as well.
Was it really?
Maybe, I guess.
Depends on whether he gets sued by Michael Douglas or not.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right, so I'm not going to snap fit this together because it could be a little bit of a bitch to get out, and I might end up warping the plastic when I try. But one of the things that goes in here is a pipe that leads around the back of this guy's body and plugs in there. So on the Scorpec guys, they've got these little ports on their back.
Yeah.
But that's only for this gun, because the other gun has nothing. There's no extra attachment on that, but there is on this. So in terms of like magnetization and stuff, obviously need to make sure that that bit's attached to this. That's going to help give me some stability, if nothing else. But then the hands that he's got these weird sort of Freddy Krueger style fingers going on. There's a divot in that, so I'm guessing there's something I can just cut out on the inside of these. Yeah, there is. There's a little divot in both of these. I can file that down so it just sort of slides in.
Yeah.
It should be this hand.
Convenient. So, now that column is in there, we can leave that to set for a little bit. I'm going to do the back leg and I'm going to replace this part. So whatever this is, we'll use that on another base somewhere else down the line. But I'm going to chop that off and replace it with something of very, very similar height.
Nice.
So I'm not going to chop the leg on this one. It's just having one chopped leg. I think that is suitable.
So is all four of his legs stood on something in this?
In this one, yeah.
Oh, he's having a proper climb.
Yeah, but on the original one, only one leg isn't attached to anything.
Got you.
What's that used on the base? So this is it's a 3D printed column that I've made 3D printed earlier that I nicked off Thingiverse, and then it's milliput, which is like model makers green stuff essentially, but much cheaper and much better. For
Which milliput do you use, by the way?
Yellow grey, just a standard one.
Okay, so the normal one. Yeah, I've got the white one, which is like super fine.
But I only use this for like embedding bases basically, or filling a huge like crater. It's not for like for model smoothing.
Not for sculpting or anything.
No, not really. So there's not many occasions I've actually used it. That's why I said to you, it's been that long since I used it. It's got a funny colour in it now. There we go. So I've got this piece. That's the terrain piece that he stood on with one of his legs. So I'm going to fashion something. I'm thinking like with this. Like that. Could be very similar. It could sit on the base. That's a similar height. That's a bit too short. Well, the problem is you don't want too much because he's already got this going on in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's difficult. It's very difficult.
Like, I really love these kits. I genuinely do. But my only bugbear with them is that the bases are similar. I wouldn't care if they didn't have monopose minis if they made the bases more different.
Yeah. Because that's going to sit on there like that in my head. Something like... Oh, let's not do that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
little cramped, but...
Yeah, it's going to be along those lines. So the back leg, maybe I should just... We're going to have that as well. So maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want something smaller.
Why not repose it so it's on the floor? That should be easy to do, right?
Yeah, that'd be relatively... I could do that with the third one. Because this is number 2.
No, I mean repose that particular leg in
the
this
leg.
one to be on the floor.
Well, that would be silly because I've chopped a leg that was on the floor to
yeah,
now
but
on the column.
Sure, but
That
you've done
could've
that to
just-
make them more different, though, right? Rather than for like any weird sense of like economy of time.
But what I could have done is just chopped a different leg and put that on terrain rather than the leg that was on the floor.
I see what you mean. Can you are the legs like interchangeable for those two? Can they be on either side?
Yeah, so I could literally just go in. I could literally
Yeah.
get the one from the other kit and get the leg that was on the floor and put it there. But that just seems daft.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It does
because
fit. No, you said it that way. Yeah.
Because I've got the 3 on terrain and 1 that wasn't, and I've chopped the one that wasn't to put it on terrain. So to pose the other one to put it back on the base would be daft.
Yeah.
Because I could have just used a different leg.
But again, it does make it look different, which is the entire
Or
point.
use this.
Currently doing.
I could use this. Ha ha ha! I have this piece, which is the bottom of the column,
Nice.
which I could chop to that height, embed that there, and it looks different enough.
There you go. Happy
There
days.
you go. Happy bloody days. And I use milliput to fill the hole that was the drainage hole.
Nice. I only use one of my favourite hobby tools, which is, believe it or not a dildo. Despite the pixely animation, this is a little rotary tool with a bunch of different heads.
A knockoff Dremel.
Yes, but like a Dremel, this is about 120 grams. Recharges via USB cable and is 15 quid. So substantially better than the Dremel in at least 2 of those 3 things.
Yeah.
But it's great for doing conversion work and stuff like that because I just need to take these little knobs off of here. And pissing about a pair of clippers and a knife would take me ages, but
Yeah. And obviously you're wearing safety glasses and you've got a rebreather on. A rebreather.
I'm not even wearing a shirt, to be honest with you. Pants optional, it's Monday.
Brilliant. It is Monday after all.
No, I've got some safety goggles on.
What model is the drill? Does it have a brand?
This is TAC Life, TACK Life rotary tool, and you can get it on Amazon Prime.
There you go.
Or at least I got it on Amazon Prime.
And if you got Amazon Prime, make sure you subscribe before you do that.
There you go. Yeah, to twitch.tv/Mohawk But yeah, this is super good. Like the Custode Smash Captains, like Samael and his mate that I made. This was absolutely instrumental in saving me about 45 minutes per mini of pissing about with a hobby knife, just carving bits of the bike up.
Nice. We're getting there. So I'm just breaking down this column a little bit further. It's got a nice crack detail on it as well, which is going to be good. I realise the brightness might be really shit on this camera. that better, boys? Is that better, boys? Boys. There you go.
Looks good.
Want a bit of an angle on it. That embeds in. But this is what 3D printing's about, Jay. Making cool shit that you don't have lying around the house.
I thought you meant chopping up an already made miniature then. But...
I mean, I could have, if I really planned it out, I could have like modelled them so they just go straight onto the base. That is an option as well with 3D printing. I could have got the column, chopped it down to size, measured it.
Yeah.
And then just literally just chopped the piece of terrain off and then stuck this underneath. But that's boring. That's not what hobbying's about.
I think if that's what your hobby is about and that's what you're like, I actually love you slightly more for the commitment that you've put into it. But equally, you're a nerd.
I am a nerd, yeah. That's the problem. For better or for worse. So I think,
Always better.
Yeah. So I think what I've done is put the column in slightly the wrong place. To move it.
Did you not measure twice and cut once?
It's not the cutting that's the issue. It's because of the.
Is it the pilot?
Yeah, it's the way the pegs have got to go. So that's got to actually go there, which isn't very good. So I'll put the column in the wrong way. It's kind of
damn.
But thankfully, it's not.
Is that a big hole in the column?
That one there.
No, the square one, the little black mark.
Right here. Well, I'm holding my hand now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is
that's
a hole.
that as a hole. Yeah, that's the drainage
You
hole.
should definitely have his legs stamping through it then.
That would be quite cool, to be fair.
I'm like, fuck you, Colin. Kapow!
Fuck you, Colin. You piece of shit. Question for Jay.
I didn't think it was that powerful or emotional response to it, but apparently it is.
Apparently it is. Question for Jay. Look, we all know you're up on the heresy train, but if you had to choose a Xenos army, which would you play?
I have a Necron army.
I mean,
Sorry.
The end.
So I'd probably put these boxes of plastic crack to good use for some reason. And I may or may not already be on the monolith hype train for the possible new worst unit in 40.
Yeah, it is pretty.
It's okay, Obelisk. No one will take your place.
It's so cool, it's so expensive, that thing.
Yeah, I was really, really desperate to get one because I think it looks super, super cool.
Yeah.
And the monolith to me is a massively iconic unit in 40k. I love it. And I'd still get one, even though its gameplay potential is, let's say, suboptimal.
Yeah.
You can't even use the strat to get like some Scorpeth destroyers, like just sneakily into combat anymore, because that's core only. And so there's loads of reasons why you shouldn't take the monolith anyway in the game. And unfortunately, I feel the biggest reason to not get a monolith is the fact that it's over 100 quid for a miniature I will never use.
Yeah.
In a competitive setting.
Yeah.
And that's sadness.
Hardly ever use it in general.
That is the dictionary definition of sadness right there. It's my face next to the monolith price point.
Well, most people's faces next to it, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, if there was still a heavy support choice, even at 100 quid, I'd really consider it.
Yeah.
Because the mini is brilliant. It's a beautiful sculpt. And I'm used to having the big toys that cost a lot of money because I play knights, so that's not really an issue. But the fact that I'll never use it and it's just a bit poo is too much to have that one. So instead of monoliths, I will buy 3 Necron planes. Yeah. Of which I'll still only ever use 2 of them, I imagine. But
I've got 3 Necron planes. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing anything with them.
I may as well only buy 2. Like, what's the point in having a third one? Well, that's the competitive game. It's like, it's good, get 3.
Yeah. Actually,
doesn't fit in an air wing. There's no air wing.
Yeah, you can only have 2 in detachment, so you may as well only have 2.
Yeah.
So if anyone needs a Doom
I really like
Scythe,
Death
then
Race.
let me know.
I need a Doom Scythe.
Oh, well, maybe let me know.
Is it
then.
assembled?
No, it's still in cellophane.
Ooh. Ooh. Talk to me, Mikey. Talk to me.
Alright, we can chat after if you like. So,
Yeah, I love the monolith. Silent King clearly is the point sink for the army. I spent a lot of time, not today because I was at work. If my boss is watching, I spent a lot of time recently, we'll say, with a little Google spreadsheet I knocked up just so I can bash out some army lists. And yeah, the monolith doesn't fit into any list that I'm trying to come up with, because to take the monolith, you're kind of forced into taking the Silent King just so you can gain back the 3 command points you've just spent to take a monolith.
well, yeah.
And you start running out of points to put on stuff that you actually want really, really quickly.
Oh, yeah, because he's Supreme Commander, isn't he?
He is Supreme Commander. So not only does he give you your points back for the battalion that you've just spent your points on,
He also gives
because
you
that's the way Supreme Command attachment works, he just gives you 3 CP.
nice.
Yeah, because he's
the
basically
first
Bobby
official
G for the
Supreme
Crons.
Commander.
Say again?
He's the first Supreme Commander. Because no one else
He's
has
the
that.
first ever Supreme Commander, yeah.
Yeah, no one else has that keyword. So,
Yeah, there's still Primarch and 2 Demon Primarchs. Obviously, they could use the detachment first.
Yeah.
But he's the first Supreme Commander, and I love that. I also like the fact it's only the Silent King in that entire book, so none of the other like Pharaon level characters that were there,
Yeah.
like Imhotep, the Stormlord, and so on,
Yeah, it's cool.
got it. And I think that's what it should be kept as.
Yeah, just the big bastards.
Yeah. Like Calgar didn't get it either. You know, and you could consider he might be potentially someone that could get it because, you know, he's big boy chapter master.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of hoping that in the Blood Angels and Dark Angels book, there isn't one, because there's no one that's of the same like power level, either narratively or gameplay wise, I imagine, as Silent King.
No.
Deathwatch again shouldn't. Grey
No,
Knights, unless they buff the shit out of Drago, shouldn't.
Yeah, he used to be a Lord of War though, didn't you, Drago?
Yeah,
day.
exactly. So, you know, there's options for others, but it should be something I think is dealt out very, very infrequently.
Yeah. Didn't Gulliman get that keyword? No, Gulliman is a Primarch, so he doesn't need that
Yep.
keyword. So it's Primarchs, Demon Primarchs, or Supreme Commanders.
I think Gulliman got that title because in the lore, I think he's actually
Yeah.
Supreme Commander of the Imperium, but he's not a Supreme Commander.
In the game.
He's just a Primarch.
Just a Primarch. Bjorn, maybe, but again, he's kind of like more like
No.
a captain, isn't he? You know, I think it's gonna be like big super bastards, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like
got to be
Silent King,
something
yeah.
that is like, Christ, he's on the table. All right.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even think of any knights. Like, Sir Hector would not get Supreme Commander because he's a fucking free blade.
Yeah.
You know, so other armies that might get Supreme Commanders, let's be honest, I think Ghazi should be Supreme Commander. And he
Yeah.
kind of already has that role anyway,
Yeah, I think
just
maybe
not actually as Supreme Commander.
Yeah, I think maybe the characters that like are like Gaz, maybe what's her face? The Tower one.
Shadowstone.
Yeah, the ones that have
But
got
would
the
you-
rule where it's like if we don't break the detachment should be Supreme
Yeah.
Commanders, maybe.
So Shadow Sun, you'd say Supreme Commander,
Yeah.
but would you make Farsight a Supreme Commander? Because I think he's fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Because he
It's the same
he only
thing.
leads
Yeah.
Farsight Enclaves, doesn't he? Whereas Shadow Sun now
Yes,
leads
yeah.
everybody. Essentially.
That's true, yes, you stopped being typeset. Yeah.
Really hoping Avatar gets the same treatment as I can reasonably run my 4
Yes.
one. Otherwise, I have to take 128 guarded to make it reasonable. Yeah, the Avatar K needs something desperately.
Yeah. Abaddon, would I make Abaddon Supreme Commander? Yes, but I'd still keep him as Black Legion only.
Yeah, make it just bang
'Cause
his
that makes sense
attachment
narratively.
willy-nilly. Cool. Okay, so while that sets for a bit, before I start gluing shit to it, That's it. There you go. Look at me. I've done loads of hobby today. Everyone should be proud.
So proud of you, mate.
This is the most
Hashtag proud.
I've done on camera.
Hashtag courageous and brave.
Yeah. Hashtag brave. Hashtag motivational. But yeah, I've done the most hobby on camera I've done in a long time today. And I was just chopping up shit and sticking it to a base.
And you got to play with some 3D printed stuff, and it meant that we got to actually illustrate why 3D printers are great for the hobby.
Yeah, this is like...
And not because people are thieving so-and-sos.
Yeah. This is a prime example of why I wanted a 3D printer. But this is the first time I'm actually using it as like... Except for the statue. The statue was fun. But I said like, oh, I'm going to make terrain, and I'm going to make cool hobby stuff that aids my hobby, and this is literally it. So I'm having a great time. And I hope everyone at home is having a great time as well.
I'm having a great time, if that helps.
And you are at home?
I am at home.
Well done. Daddy, come.
Also, you drove past my house to go and see Winters, you shit, and you didn't come in for a cup of coffee.
I did see the sign for Stroud as I was driving back. And I was like, I probably should have texted Jay. I didn't realise it was that close.
Yeah,
Man, that was a drive and a half, I tell you.
Yes, it is, mate. Yes, it is. I've visited you, so I am well aware of the length and breadth of the country you have had to go across.
You've never done it in a day.
Not there and back, no. F that.
So I went from my house and set off at 7 a.m. I dropped Georgie.
That's already an F that moment.
I dropped Georgie off at her parents in Birmingham, and then drove to where Winters lives in Swindon, and then I played a game, filmed the coffee time, and then I drove back, picked Georgie up on the way home, and then got home at like 11.
That is a rough day.
It was a really fun day. Don't get me wrong. It was just a lot of driving.
I'm sure.
I basically
that's rough.
Me and Georgie have been watching Seven Deadly Sins, the anime on Netflix, and I basically didn't get up until like 4 in the afternoon the next day. I was just like, I don't want to move. I've had enough.
Fair. I think that's okay in that particular situation.
That one in particular, yeah, I was just like, fuck this. I'm just going to stay in bed. And sometimes, you guys, you should treat yourself to a day in bed. You know, sometimes you just need to say, fuck the world. Just have some relaxation, and that's what we should all do every so often. In this new world, you should look after yourself.
You should absolutely look after yourself. You're 100% correct.
See, a lot of people, I browse Twitter a lot, so you see a lot of like multiple, like, I don't know how to describe it, where everyone's having the same thought. It's like multiple conscious thoughts, or I don't know.
Isn't that just herd mentality on social media?
Well, yeah. A lot of people saying that they feel like they're not achieving enough during lockdown.
Work harder.
Yeah, it's like, you know, work hard whilst you're at home, or, you know, doing whatever, but make sure you look after yourself as well. Have a day where you just do fuck all. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. And if this isn't the motivational speech that you needed today, then watch it tomorrow.
This is like men's mental... So it's just mental health awareness week or something?
I think so.
Or that might have been last week, perhaps. Recently, I've seen a lot of stuff on social media about male suicide, especially, and how it's on the rise and everything else. And obviously, you know, this is a very serious conversation, but I think everyone, especially during the time we're in now, where you may not necessarily get the social interaction you want, and you may not be able to go out and, you know, there's certain physical or emotional needs that you might have that aren't being met and so on. You need to spend time just being a little bit introspective, perhaps, and just making sure you're okay. Because if you don't, then that could take you to a really, really bad place where you don't have that support network at the moment.
Exactly.
But equally, part of that time, just taking care of yourself, might just simply be having a day where you just shut the world away and do what you want to do. If it's watch anime and chill with your missus in bed, 6 great. Hours. Did you just say dick sack?
No, I didn't.
Oh, thank God.
6 hours.
Oh, right. Yeah, I occasionally don't quite hear what you say, and that was a weird takeaway, put it that way.
Brilliant. But anyway, someone's asked me, did I see his beach hat? I saw more than Winter's beach hat that day. It was great. I had a great time.
Was that a dick exciting?
It could have been. That's between me and Winters.
When they say winter is coming, I mean, how accurate was that?
It's quite accurate, I won't lie. Okay. That
Right.
bad boy's going to go on
Let's
there.
see if I need to magnetize this gun then at all. So
Look at that leg. You would have thought I've converted that leg, but I haven't. I haven't at all. Beautiful, right? Beautiful leg.
nice. I like how he's daintily stood on the one part of that plinth that's likely to break, i.e. the very edge. Very dainty. He knows that's going to be potentially the case, and he's just testing a little bit of his weight.
He might just be drawing his leg over that part at that particular moment.
No, he's a clever Canoptech. It's okay.
Yeah. Have you come round to the clever Canoptex versus the Doomsday Arcs?
I was always on the clever Canoptech side of things, actually.
Didn't sound like it this morning. Didn't sound like it this morning, Jay.
No. As part of being as like a reasonable argument is you have to take both sides of the argument, right?
You do.
So the thing this morning was to give the chat some context.
Don't ever give them
The
context. Just tell them what is
Canoptech
wrong.
Doomstalker has a rule where you can. Oh god, this is gonna be a pain. Where you can, irritatingly difficult to slide this in and out of the jazz hands that this guy's got. You get to Overwatch with the Canoptech Doomstalker. Dynasty unit within 6 inches of you, as if it was a target to charge.
Yeah.
Trying to work out if that meant it could Overwatch or it had the capability to Overwatch if I paid a CP. Now, if you read the Overwatch stratagem, it's not helpful at all. If you go and read the Overwatch rules, it's actually super helpful because it tells you if a unit on its data sheet has the ability to Overwatch, it can do so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can use a stratagem to give yourself the ability to Overwatch.
Exactly.
So that was what the chat was this morning. But I was always on the Canoptech Doomstalker route because they look cool as hell.
Yeah.
Doomsday Arcs, I'd rather shoot myself in the testicles with a taser repeatedly than paint another one of those. They're easier to hide because they're tall rather than baguette.
Yeah.
They don't have the fly keyword, so all right, not so good. They don't have the quantum shielding, so okay, not so good. But they've permanently got a 4-up invulnerable save.
So they do.
They never degrade.
Yeah.
There's lots of good points about them, but they're a different unit. You have to treat them a different way. And sometimes you'll want that Doomsday Arc in your list instead of the Canoptech Doomstalker. But clever Canoptex, I think, is definitely the way. That's my pick.
Yeah. I've lost my lighter. I was going to be trying to be a little bit sneaky. So let me catch up with the chat before I go run for one. Such motivation, much wild, says Gunplay. What should I fill out my Indomitus box with for a 2k army? You could
Which force?
You could put like blankets in it. Fill the box up with blankets.
I think just some foam would be good.
Yeah.
But which army? Space Marines or Necrons?
Yeah. Did Winters look like this afterwards? Hellstorm, Elliot. Brilliant. I like a day. I just chill the fuck out. I always used to tell my ex to chill the fuck out. Could be why she's my ex now. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
Demeep, if it's Necrons, get 3 Doomsday Stalkers. Doomstalkers.
Yes.
That's a good way to fill it out. It's very good anti-tank. I'm quickly going to go find a lighter so I can melt the piston and try and stretch it.
Okay. God damn it. This is going to need to be magnetized, I think, rather than a slide-in thing, because that's too much pissing about to get all of that in. Or we have to sort of pick which weapon we're going to use now. Let's have a quick look on the internet, see if anybody's already had a go. Lockhurst. Cool, don't they? Destroyers. Magnetized. God, it's a half an hour long video. ugh. And then many people have just done some unboxing, which is great, which I am not interested in whatsoever. I've seen the box. And that's... yeah, it's the new one. So this guy's got to about the same sort of position that I've got to already.
Doomstalker does degrade. The Doomstalker does degrade technically, but not like ballistic skill, which is the important one. Who cares about movement because he has to stand still? Did Winters get to see the coffee time video before you released it? No, he didn't.
That's surprising.
Did that work? Or did I just mess it up? That's surprising.
Yeah, I thought he'd have wanted to see it first. Considering there's lots of, we can cut that out, that bit won't make that cut. Like, it's very trusting of Winters.
It's fine.
And for those of you that haven't seen the interview, maybe that tells you why you should go and watch it.
Yeah.
Did you explain to him what pegging was? Is what I want to know. And
Raven
did his
Miller,
face look a little bit?
I didn't tell him.
Afterwards.
No, he didn't ask afterwards, and I forgot. So
Probably for the.
the beginning of the video was quite suggestive. I mean, Winters knew when the camera was on and when the camera was off, so we don't need to worry.
Yeah, this is not going to be. Or do you leave it so you take the whole thing apart? No, that's just shit. I don't want to do that because then you have gaps to fill.
Mikey's a big fan of show and tell. I am, to be fair.
Who doesn't like show and tell?
This piston idea hasn't worked.
Is it not?
It's funnily enough now.
Huh.
I tried to melt it and it's just gone too stringy in the middle. I tried to melt it to stretch it.
Oh shit.
But I'm not applying the forces in the same way. So now he has lost the piston until I can be bothered to replace it. Which will be never.
Got a cocktail stick.
No, not. That would be handy though.
Yeah.
I could always drill into it later. Let's see how weird it looks without. The problem is as well is the angle that the top piston's going to come out at.
Okay. Not sure how best to.
Yeah, so I'd have to cut it and then redo it. Cut the peg off. Realign. Find something to use as a piston. I can sort that later, maybe. Blue tack. Get that leg.
Well, I just watched a video on YouTube about how some dudes magnetized this, and frankly, I think he's done a really piss poor job of it. But I'm also, unfortunately, not entirely concerned. Sorry, not entirely convinced that you can do a good job of it.
So we won't give him a shout out.
No.
This man has done a shit job. Go check his channel out.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
By the way, if you are a subscriber to Hellstorm Wargaming and you heard that about your channel, then I feel it was warranted. I'm sticking with my guns.
Unlucky.
And I might have to stick with my guns because the reason why it's bad is because he ended up cutting out this section here, this little like pill-shaped bit at the top, which means you just got these big fucking holes in the mini.
Yeah, no good.
That looks even worse.
Yeah.
But the thing I've got now is I can, like that with a bit of bending, we'll about get past that point to allow this to come off. But am I really going to want to do that to a painted model?
No.
Like,
No, I want to
the thing is, like, I'm probably infrequently going to change these guns. So that's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And what I might do is cut this section off so that we don't have the pipe that then goes around to the back. Or even cut it off. Well, no, it'd look weird if I cut it off there, but we could cut that bit.
Yeah.
But the pipe does obviously give it quite a lot of strength and stability. So...
Not sure.
Decisions. Maybe we leave the pipe.
Maybe leave the
What
pipe.
I'm going to do is just put everything back together and see how much of a faff it is taking that off with the pipe attached. And I imagine quite a lot.
Yeah. Winter seemed to be a good sport. I really did enjoy the vid. I'm glad you enjoyed it, T-Bone. Obviously, we talking about the coffee time from yesterday. I asked Winter's SEO anything, and this is the best you could come up with. That's the full title name. I've seen it. It was great. I've got a video of Winters drunk swearing about Eldar. Winters does get quite loud when he's drunk, but it's actually hilarious. So, I would like to ask what you think about the super heavy tanks in Imperial Guard. I mean, they look cool. They're just
I think they're about as good as the Monolith.
Yeah, they're just functionally terrible.
Yeah. They're amazing from every perspective apart from the gameplay.
Yeah.
Because you don't get, if you take just one in an auxiliary heavy support slot, you don't get any of your like chapter tactic style things for your army. Which for most people already is enough to be like, oh, I don't want that then. It costs you a lot of CP, and they don't give you much back from that CP.
Yeah.
Like, I love all of the Baneblade variants, even like the Macarius or whatever it is, the one that's not a Baneblade but's kind of close.
Yeah.
They look great, but they're in a bad spot right now in 40k. So
Yeah.
I would probably just avoid
Save
them in
money.
your army at the moment.
Buy yourself some infantry squads or something instead.
Yeah, get yourself 6 Chimeras and 60 Guardsmen, and then you'll be loving that once you've had a bit of practice.
Exactly.
T-Bone to Max, you're absolutely right. Most Lord of Wars do not justify 3 command points spent. This is what I was saying about the Monolith. You've got to take the Silent King to get your 3 command points back, really. And by the time you've done that, you've spent 800 points. 830 points on 2 models in your army. And whilst I'm used to that with my knights, I can't justify that on the Monolith.
No. Like having 4 death rays is great. And having the Eternity Corridor is great. But like, it's not worth the
I love
point.
the fact that it is Pac-Man from a demon world.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing, but it is just poo. And when they haven't sold very many of them, and they FAQ it to make it much, much, much better, then I'll buy one.
Yeah, everyone will buy 3. Cheers for
I'm
tuning in,
not to spend
Sundays.
6 CP.
Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. Have a good one.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah. But, oh shit, why did I do that? Why did I pick up the column that you're setting?
Oh,
There you go. Sorry.
good work.
There you go. So that's what my Doomstalker looks like now. Look at that. Booyah.
See, much better.
Much better. So compared to the original one, small, non-Chad Doomstalker versus new Chad I Walk on Columns Doomstalker. Absolutely having a
No,
great time.
hang on. I feel you have missed a trick here. That is clearly Ninja Warrior Doomstalker.
Ninja Warrior Doomstalker.
And then the next one can be on even bigger columns, and that can be the Titan Games Doomstalker.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the height. No one cares about the height anymore. Like, hide it behind a 5-inch building doesn't matter.
Hey, let's be honest now. Like, that thing is a lanky, lanky son of a
Let's
bitch.
just make it
Anyway,
another 5 inches taller.
you wish he was a baller.
Stick that leg on there. Fuck it. YOLO. YOLO. We've done it. Right, okay.
Right, so we've also got the issue.
Looking good on those 3D printed parts. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Hey, Martin, how's it going?
Hey! How you doing, brother? Thank you very much for my kick-in on Saturday. Although I was thinking about the game afterwards, if we played by painting points, I might have just squeaked it out. But how shit is it to win a game that way, right?
Imagine.
Jay's actually trying not to magnetize. He's trying to work out if I need to or not.
Yeah. Whereas
And in my head, I'm kind of thinking no.
Yeah, whereas I'm 3D printing basing bits to convert Doomstalkers. I'm not currently 3D printing. I have 3D printed, but you know, same thing. So the third one, I'm going to replace the middle bit. I am going to replace the bit that holds the Doomstalker together. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to brave it, Jay. What do you reckon?
Oh, right. Nice, man.
So the bit through the middle.
I think you should.
I'm really happy with that.
That's the bit that's really...
But that's really
like, they all look the same at that point.
Yeah. So I'm going to replace that bit with, like, these bits, like columns.
Mm-hmm.
Like a broken column. Maybe have two together. Might look quite cool. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with the legwork-ish. I'm just trying to get it to set properly. I don't think I've...
I think you should be, man. He looks exactly as it should do. You know, if you undercoated that, and if the column that's the square column was a little bit more like current GW style, then you probably wouldn't know that it was a repose.
Yeah.
You know, you've done a good job with it. I've worked out what I'm going to do with this Locust Destroyer. Seeing as I already have two more that are coming anyway, I'm going to glue the arms. Once the glue is dried, I'm going to try and take this gun off. If it comes off easily enough, great. Happy days.
If it doesn't,
no magnets needed. If it doesn't, then, shitballs. I'll buy another one.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
JW says, I'm kind of sad that the Tomb Spider did not get a new model. Would have loved a Necron Tarantula model. And I don't even collect spooky, scary skeletons. It is the month of spooky, scary skeletons. But actually, Charlie Montes, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. The Tomb Spider is a relatively new kit.
Yeah, it's not that old actually.
Yeah, it's like what 2011.
And it looks pretty good. So
and it actually made it into the codex, which was everyone's surprise because it didn't. Like
what happened with that?
Absolutely fuck up there. What a big fuck up.
God, Minotaur and Field Manual. By the way, I never bought a Tomb Spider.
Yeah. Right, guys, we have. Oh, it's 8 o'clock already. That's all I've done. I was like to say, right, we've got like an hour left. So what shall I do next? And I've just realised it is 8 o'clock, so it's like nearly time to end.
It's nearly finish time, man. It's nearly on stream models. Stream models o'clock.
Yeah. I am wondering when the old Locust Destroyers are going to get replaced. Not for a while because they're in the codex.
Not till the next codex. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, they have actually redone the model. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know how recently you bought a Locust Destroyer. They've taken the green plastic rods.
Grey plastic rods.
Yeah, they've taken the grey plastic rods and molded them into the sprue. So that means what they've done is they've taken a mold that was perfectly fine. It cost thousands and thousands of pounds, and they bought it in like 1992 or whenever the Destroyers came out. And then they've gone. Oh, Ray1982 just subbed on Twitch. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, Ray. Ray1982 just subscribed on Twitch. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let's get some hype in the chat.
1982, really good year, by the way.
That's probably when the Destroyer mold was made, which I was about to talk about. What they've done is they've taken that really old model and they've not gone, this new Locust Destroyer, this heavy one looks really cool, we'll make a new one of them as well. We'll make a whole new mold that can fit in the four Gauze rods that were in green plastic. Absolute meme. Absolute
Wait, so hang on. I've misunderstood this then. I assumed that instead of making green plastic rods, they just filled a different color plastic in the mold. Are you saying that they re-engineered the original Destroyer sprue just to put 4 grey plastic rods on that sprue?
From a picture I saw in a Necron Facebook group, yeah. They've made a whole new cast.
What?
So it's part of the same sprue.
What?
I know, right?
That's the dumbest thing I've heard
Absolutely.
in the last 20 minutes, at least.
Yeah, probably.
I've said worse, but
I say some dumb shit as well.
yeah, we've got a good dumb off going most weeks, I think.
Exactly.
That's
funny,
special, and I mean special like spelt with a 4.
Yeah. I agree.
I want to know how much it's cost them to make that mold, because it's not like they just got the old mold and a little bit of green stuff and, you know, had a bit of a play in the afternoon. Also, Ray1982, who subscribed, absolute boss, but that sub was a gift from Jamartin.
Oh, Jamartin.
To give him his full credit.
Oh, fair play. I didn't see that. My apologies. Thank you, Jamartin, for gifting the sub.
Magnanimous in victory.
Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate it.
I'd appreciate it if you hadn't brought nearly 30 Sangard to our game, you cheesy fucker.
I appreciate it, though. Okay. So I'm going to stick that on there. Oh, wrong glue. And then we're going to do stream models, guys. We're going to have a look at what you guys have been working on. So use !whip or just join the Discord. There's a link in the description on YouTube. It should work. If it doesn't, I'll post it in the chat. And yeah, we'll be having a look at what you guys have been working on this evening.
Always a fun part of the stream for me.
Always great. So I've just stuck a little bit of extra broken column. Rather than wasting it, I'm sticking it to the base, and then I can like mask it in with my use my putty. My
nice.
And it'll look like it's cracked and fallen over. Oh, the
nice.
Discord
I like
link
the
isn't
logic
working.
you've got here. This is good.
Sorry, Jay, I'm just gonna have to get rid of you a second.
That's fine. We know you wanted to for the whole stream, so
Yeah, pretty much.
it's okay.
I hate
Suck your mum.
suck at my mum. Copy that. Go back to Jay. Do that. Discord link is in the chat now. Apologies, don't seem to be working for some reason. Maybe they just had someone take an old Dremel to the old Destroyer mold. Maybe that's what I considered. Yeah.
But there you go. They've got attack like professional as well.
Yes.
That's Foxy Stokes at Games Workshop HQ.
So jump on Discord, guys. Get some uploading done. Let's see what you guys have been working on today.
Oh, you fucker.
I'm going to quickly tack this together so you can see what the Doomstalker is going to like with his body on. I'm going to push it together so I can look at it, and then I'm never going to be able to get it taken apart again, aren't
I? No.
I'll clean it up and glue it together.
How does this
actually,
not
I can't do that.
Okay. That's so dumb.
Should be alright. So that goes in there like that. A little bit of blue tack to hold it together for now.
Alright, let's glue.
How hard is it to convert the new heavy destroyer into the other Locust ones? Probably relatively straightforward with the same gun.
You could do it actually, because this isn't that much different in size to the destroyer body. It's a bit chunkier, a bit fatter. It's about the same length. It's just dimensions are the other way around, sort of. But I'm thinking I could definitely do a Locust Destroyer Lord out of one of these kits.
Oh
yeah. Without it being too much of a shitter.
So that is what we're gonna look like. I think I'm gonna. Oh, he fell off.
Brilliant. That is what I'm gonna look like in a snap, and I'm like, oh no.
It's because I've like chopped the peg off in the middle and it keeps splitting when I'm putting the thing down.
Has he been pegged?
He has been pegged. That's
Ooh, rough.
I'm not really sure the position, but it's probably gonna look something like that, maybe. I'm not sure which angle to have his body at. Which one's the other one at? He's at that bit at the front, so this is like backwards. Don't know, but
sorry, I have to wait on the delay for the stream to see what you're
Yeah, so I'm just wondering what position I'm going to have his legs in, that's all. Well, his body compared to his legs.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, that looks cool. Like that.
Shit is going on here.
How much are you loving the 3D printer? I'm jealous I never learned how to use mine, seeing what you've made. I've literally, I think my 3D printer's been pretty much printing every day since I had it, and I've had it a month now. I love it.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah. Like, not printing all day, every day, but a lot of days it's printing. It's only pretty much like the day when I went to Winters, that was basically the only day the past month that I've not printed something on it.
Do you feel like you've become the manufactorum?
Yes, I am literally. I am call now. Just waiting for someone to hit the Primaris button, and then Games Workshop is like ready to send the lawyer button. No, I'm having a great time with it, Steve. I absolutely love it.
I'm glad, dude.
Yeah, Winters from DZTV, Edge Martin. So there's a video from Sunday where I filmed a coffee time with him. I did Ask Winters Anything type thing. Which is great, which is really good fun. And there'll be a battle report going on his channel sometime in the future. Probably at the end of the month. I'll go there like that. So yeah, so I'm quite happy with my Doomstalker conversion. He looks quite cool. Let's put him next to his brother, because I can actually do it in front of my face. Ta-da! So just the legs ever so slightly different, just to make it look a bit weirder. And it makes him look a little bit scarier, in my opinion. Don't know. Realise it's a very similar pose, but it's just a little bit higher. A little bit weird. There we go.
I like it. I like the fact it's different. I like the fact that you have done some hobby.
I have done some hobby, to be fair. Don't happen often. Leggy
So, yeah.
boys, indeed. Body for advantage. It's exactly the same. It's not even changed height. Literally posed 2 legs. The central legs are still the same.
Yeah, but we all know that you, being, you know, the gamey sod that you are, have got a piece of terrain. You thought, if I put him on this column and on this column, he'll be out of line of sight.
Well, if you think about it, the same way that I've angled this leg to go onto this column, the leg is actually shorter. So before, if you think about it, this leg is this leg in terms of model. So if we put them next to each other, I've actually shrunk it by about 2 inches.
Yeah.
So if I did that to all 4 legs, I could shrink them all down and have him like squatting, like ready to pants, but also 2 inches
There you
shorter. Modelling for advantage, everyone. But I said,
There you go.
so this leg
See?
here, this one I've posed, is this one. That's the same leg in terms of the kit. And look at the difference. Look at the difference in that. That's the height difference I could make.
Telling you now, if you
That's
play a game with
funny.
Mike and he goes, "Oh, actually, this Doomstalker was meant to be this one," and swatches 2 round, gotta watch him. Gotta watch him.
Oh, just be a dickhead and put it on Reanimator. The ultimate conversion.
Yeah.
The ultimate conversion. So I'm going to shift that out of the way. I've got lots of broken bits of resin. Magnetize the top. I was going to magnetize the top, but then I just couldn't be bothered. A lot of it comes down to, guys, is I just can't be asked. Because I'm going to be playing with them, and I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the body, and it's going to fall over. So that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm saving myself the effort. Hellstormwargaming, are you likely to try White Scars soon with your Marines, or is it just not your playstyle? I've always kind of figured that I don't have the models to play White Scars, like, effectively. But that should be changing pretty soon, so... Okay, let's do stream models, everyone. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, obviously, if you have not joined the Discord, you should have, because we have memes.
She won.
Great. There's quite a few. Gummer has posted this one, which is obviously doing the rounds at the minute. This Mario Kart ATV.
Yeah. I've had 3 people send me that just in the course of the stream, actually.
That's
One
great.
of them is somebody that asked me to paint 6. Well, he wants to like 9 ATVs, 3 of them done for his Dark Angels, and then 6 more done as characters from Mario Kart. And I'm like, mate, I'd love to, but I haven't got time.
Yeah, screw that. Valrak has memes too. Valrak has my memes are drawn. Valrak doesn't have original memes like me.
There you go, see.
When is the prone void dragon coming? What do you mean prone void dragon? Oh, right, okay, I get it, prone. As in hide the void dragon by having him as prone. I get it.
Nice.
I was like, what?
Nice. He's just hasn't got the lightning stuff out yet. You know, he's chilling out. He hasn't powered up fully.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite.
Meta chasing 40k tournament enforcing strict with big policy, not allowing proxies and measuring the percentage of RPG doing plastic in your kit bash, and then Blood Bowl tournament welcoming your older than yourselves metals, dead platinum miniature repaying Mario figurines. Brilliant. I love this one. You are Deathwing, but we cannot grant you the rank of Inner Circle. What is that?
Oh, yeah.
How can you be Deathwing and not be Inner Circle? Primaris. The Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Primaris. I love it.
On a guard, get wrecked. Too strong.
This is Valrak, the meme stealer. He's got the glasses and everything.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, so we have stream models, whip sharing. So this is what we have. This is where we share all the cool stuff. This is where we talk about all of the hobby that's been going on today. And let's have a look. There's been quite a bit. So we have Clerky, current whip, need to reassign models to chapters and have some heavy duty conversions to do. Everything is Deathwatch but chapter specific kill teams. Nice, man. I think we've seen this. It's been growing for quite a while now. Looks like got quite a lot on the go. Very busy boy. Lots of frag cannons.
I love the fact you got so many dreads.
Yeah, loads of dreads. How big is the cannon on top compared to a D-Day arc? Considering converting my reanimator with a spare cannon, mate, you can't. I'm sorry.
You have to stretch all of its legs.
Like, look at the size difference. You can't.
I mean, you're looking at a real conversion, not just I glued this cannon on the top of my stalky boy.
Yeah, it's a real big size difference, and the cannon is like half the size, but the barrel is the same size. It's different length.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reanimator you can't just strap a gun on it and hope for the best. It's way too small. Massive difference. Massive difference.
That would be completely unallowed at events, like competitive events.
But yeah. Anyway, Clerky, looking good, dude. My 200 vets plus characters, not including the 65 Terminators and 45 Assault Marines. That is a project and a half, my friend. A project and a half. Looks cool though, man. Look, can't wait to see it done. Day and stuff, hashtag Project Lockdown with his Ultramarines Blade Guard.
I like that. I think you've done a really good job on that, actually, because one of the things that I like seeing on models is the effect of the atmosphere and the terrain around them, and you've done a really, really good job just getting a little bit of dirt on that click.
Yeah, it looks good, that.
Far one way or not far enough, and I think you've absolutely nailed it, so well done.
Yeah, it looks good. Really like it. Raters, how is your commission schedule looking?
Who's? Mine.
I don't have a commission schedule, Jay. So
I was going to say, yeah. I can't take any more bookings, actually. I am booked till... My last project that I've got booked will probably finish in June next year, and that's too far away for me to start even thinking about taking more.
Nice.
And it's been that way, and I'm not whinging about this. I am very blessed to be in this position, but it's been that way for a couple of months. So, you know, thank you to everyone that has trusted me with their hobby and their toys and everything else. But for everybody else, I'm afraid, not right now.
Have to wait. Have to keep tuning in and asking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, keep an eye on my Instagram and stuff. When we get closer to the time, if I get anything that pops up, then I'll obviously... like I said, I've got slots, and then what I'll do is I'll ask people to send me like what they'd like painted, and I can just sort of pick and choose the projects that I want. So if you want me to paint something, make sure it's cool and fun, and you know, something that's going to get my creative juices going a bit.
Yeah. So Gomer has been working on Bellacore. Lovely, this lovely black grey skin. I really like it.
Bellacore's one of my favourite GW minis ever.
Yeah,
he's a really little bit small in comparison to what we've got these days, but at the time he came out,
model.
He was sick.
Just a great looking model. Yeah, great work, Gummer. Really nice paint job on there. Also got the Great Unclean one with the sword, chocolate sword. Not quite got chocolatey yet.
I love how he's painted his toenails though.
Yeah, it's pretty boss.
At a spa day with the Great Unclean one.
Yeah, the Sons of Bahamut book. Got Age of Sigmar battle tomes, codexes. I think they're called battle tomes, aren't they? They have like painting guides in them as well. So they show you how to paint some stuff. Yeah, they're actually really good compared to 40k ones.
Fair.
So, like, it's got the lore, and then you've got like the artwork. Well, the pictures of the models is normal.
All right.
And then it tells you a little bit about them, and then it shows you how to paint them.
That's cute.
Cool, right? But what I wanted to tell you is they show you how to paint algae encrusted toenails.
No way.
For the Kraken Eater.
Oh my life.
It's like
That's something else, that isn't
algae encrusted toenails. Quick screenshots inside the new book.
I really, really want to know what the search history of that artist was like, because when I painted my Great Unclean one, or rather Ben's Great Unclean one, which I think is now John Scrivens' Great Unclean one, my search history got a bit weird because I was looking at things like rotting, like turkey drumsticks and stuff. It was gross.
Yeah, Wildwood contrast for some dirty toenails, algae toenails. You want to see some feet?
Not really. This stream's gotten a bit dark.
These are great. These are way better than 40k ones. I'll tell you now. There's so many, just loads of painting guides, and then conversion guides as well. Kit bashing.
I thought they'd done away with that.
A cow flail.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like there's a flail for the man crusher. Do you know the old giants? So they show you how to
put a cow on it.
Yeah, and then they show you how to make a peg leg as well. This is great. I love it.
That is much better than we get.
Yeah, and then it goes on to the rules. So,
but is it because they looked at the book and like, look, we've got like 5 data sheets to put in it?
It's like every Age of Sigmar book has it. So.
Oh wow.
Which is really good. Mega Gargant is just too expensive. Adron, I don't make the prices. I apologise. If I did,
I don't think it's that expensive. Well, all right. Yes, it's a large lump of money, but it's also a large lump of plastic.
Yeah, it's like, in my opinion, it's not worth the price compared to like an Imperial Knight. Because that's the only thing that's comparable. It's the only thing that's comparable. But
yes,
yeah, it's like
a monolith.
It's whatever.
Archaon, there you go. That's directly comparable.
Stuka in the new codex, do Marines still get Cataphracti and Tartarus Terminators? Yeah, they're just called Relic Terminators now, and essentially it's like one thing.
Can you mix the squads?
Pardon?
Can you mix the squads then? Do they have different stats?
Technically, yeah, because the Relic Terminator is just... It's essentially, it's a Terminator squad that can take all of the options of what the Cataphracti and the Tartarus could take mixed. So you can
way.
So it's a picture of Cataphracti, but you can give him like lightning claws and a Reaper autocannon or something. I can't remember. I can't remember if you can.
Cataphracti had lightning claws.
Yeah, but the Tartarus didn't.
They
the
didn't
Tartarus
have
had
the autocannon.
I can't remember if you can mix in the unit, but the unit can take that. If that makes sense. So I don't know if you can take like lightning claws and a Reaper autocannon, but the unit can take lightning claws or Reaper autocannon for sure. Can't remember if you can mix them together.
2 different stat lines?
No, it's just one model.
Okay, so it wouldn't matter if you mixed anyway then.
No.
What movement speed do they have?
They're literally just Terminators.
So it's movement 5 rather than 4, which would be Cataphracti, or 6, which would be Tartarus.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
They're just Terminators, the how called relic.
Yeah, I really like that though. I think that's cool because now you've got a reason to take them, because Cataphracti Terminators were great, but they were so slow. And Tartarus Terminators just didn't really have much going on for them. But now that's just like, have some Terminators, throw them in your list, go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So let's have a look. Because if you have the Warhammer 40,000 app and you've unlocked the secret code, then you can have a look on your phone.
So I bought both the new codexes on launch day. And I've had no issues whatsoever getting them into the app. I know a few people did, but no,
It's a bit
literally just as simple as expected.
It's a bit annoying that you have to go on a website to do it, and you can't just like do it on your phone. But that's the other thing.
I did do it on my phone.
What,
through the
unlock
app.
How?
Well, I went to the Space Marine Codex and I clicked on a thing, and it said you need to have the app, or you need to have bought the book. So to find out more button, I pressed find out more, and it took me to a website in the app. So it was like iframed inside the app. You had to log into the website, which was the same login credentials as the app. You type in your code, and you're like, right, cool, off you go. The only deal was I had to force close the app and open it again to unlock that feature. But I'm not gonna rip them apart over that.
Yeah, fair enough. I've just looked that it can take a mixture. So every 5 models can take a Reaper autocannon, and then any model can take lightning claws. So nice.
Sorry, did you say any model can take a Reaper autocannon?
No, so for every 5 models you can take a Reaper autocannon or a heavy flamer, but any model can take lightning claws. So you could have like lightning claws, like 4 lightning claws, and then 1 guy with the Reaper autocannon. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look. It does make sense, as you'd assume the suits have been lost over the years. Yeah, it makes sense. The
What, you mean like behind the sofa?
Yeah. The Contemptor is still valid. He's still in the book, yeah. Cataphractide armor gives 4+ invulnerable save. It used to. Doesn't anymore. It's just a relic.
That's right, yeah, you got 4 up invuln and you got slower.
Yeah, so they move 5. Oh, they move 6, actually. My apologies.
So that's this. So you got the movement of Tartaros.
Yeah, and then they've got all the options of everything. Weird.
It's weird. Right, so I've worked out after now nearly 2.5 hours. I don't need to magnetize everything. It does just pull off, but my god, it is such a faff.
Right. Magnetize it.
Just so we don't have to change weapons very often.
Yeah. T-Bone 2 Max says slowly learning 3D modeling and kit bashing in Blender. Nice, man. Blender.
I like this.
Yeah, it's cool. Got little dynamite doggo rat things, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Blender's like a 3D animation software that a lot of people are using for 3D modeling as well. So this is really cool.
So I like the second picture because I know it's a rat and it's definitely a Skaven thing. But to me, that looks exactly like a toy I used to have as a kid, which was Dino Rider, and it was just dinosaurs with people who rode them with guns and missiles, which, as a child, is all you ever want.
Nice. Nah, great job,
T-Bone. Which part of the 80s.
Great job. Blasphemer, Blood Slaughterer. Oh, nice, cool conversion there. That's a Korgorath with some tracks and an angry stick. I like it. That's cool.
I never want to see that thing charging at me.
No, it looks scary, right? Looks like it's got a Kinder Egg on its back. I don't know what that bit is. All I can see is a chocolate Kinder Egg.
I was going to say it's a Kinder Egg as well.
Yeah, looks cool though. Great work. Demon Prince, nice, like it. Like the 2-axe conversion. That's pretty dope.
I do too, but only because I think he's playing the air guitar on that.
He does look like he's
axe.
playing the air guitar.
And that's what makes it so amazingly cool and metal for me. So.
Yeah. Commissar Bob, I'll ignore him if hopefully you got the same username. Dimeep says, why did Jay's parents tape a squirt gun to a dead mole rat and tell him it was a Dino Rider?
Firstly, it wasn't a squirt gun. All right, if I had missiles, not water, get your facts straight. Secondly, don't ask.
Nice. Got Leviathan. Looking cool. And then we got Vex Mac. Oh, that's ace.
Oh, you've put like flesh on his legs. It took me a second to piece them together. Sorry.
That is ace. That is really cool. Like a 3-headed
Holy shit!
That is so cool. I love it.
Nice. That I think that's the coolest conversion of that mini I've seen.
Yeah, that's really cool. Great work. Great work. I love it. Who's this? Blasphemer. I absolutely love that. That is awesome. Great job. So you want me to skip this one? I'll skip these then. Chaos Swarm. Finished Demon Prince, not base, needed to redesign left hand and right leg and other small parts under painting and other pictures, other options and sides. 4 pictures is a plague spewer, Hellforge sword, and no wings option. Nice.
This is one of my favourite things.
Yeah. Just a giant plague marine. Yep, that's a demon prince. I love it.
We've got to see this sort of evolve its way through from a work in progress to now a finished miniature, and this is one of my favourite things about the whip gallery, either on my stream or this one, is the fact you get to see that and join in. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great job, man. And this is just all green stuff and milliput and plastic card, etc. So
yeah,
great job. Talons and wings, nice. Double plague knife, love it.
Oh, we missed a...
I know, I'm going back to it.
Okay, cool.
Back. Demonic axe. Giant axe,
What are
love
those
it.
wings from?
Can't tell.
That looks really familiar and I can't work
Yeah.
out why. Is it zombie dragon or something?
Maybe, yeah. It's all magnetized look as well. Nice. Love it, Chaos Swarm. Great job. That's Pinkie Pie, Raven's Watch, and Necropolis Hawk's test model. Nice. Crisp paint job. Really clean. Really perfect.
There's Hazard Stripes. I'm a happy boy.
Yeah. Great work. Really
Love
great
Hazard
work.
Stripes.
Lovely basing. Crisp paint job. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Love that model. I like how you've changed the hilt on the handle as well. A lot of people don't do that. It's an Ultramarines hilt normally.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Great job. Phonics.
Is it Cassius? Not Cassius.
Yeah, something like that. Working on his repainted Scions because he didn't like the original scheme. Very nice. Got a more like military trooper, like black armor, a bit more incognito type style. Like it.
Aside from their extremely bright green sleeves and bags.
Yeah.
But
Legionnaire
I like it. It adds a lot of colour to the mini. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit of spot colour is needed, isn't it? Legionnaire 141 says, Firstborn Assault Marines have hit the gym. He's got his 3D printed Assault Marines.
We could go with that. Yeah.
They're not 3D printed. This is the same guy. The same guy with the what we thought was a 3D printed
You can
impulse.
see it in the background now. There's another one on the go. But yeah, you've done a great job on these, mate. The Assault Marines fit those jump packs so well.
Yeah, a great job. And I love the white highlights. It just brings, it's proper like, I don't know what it is about. It's like classic painting maybe or something. Just really good.
Super high contrast. Big fan.
Yeah. Daniel says the wings on the Demon Prince is from a cockatrice, Beast of Chaos.
Holy shit! Yes, it was. My God, that was a long time ago.
Love these Assault Marines. Great work, man. Really nice. Really, really nice.
You have to have a game when you get enough there, mate.
Yeah. Obviously, he's all about hitting the gym. The Firstborn gym t-shirts are in production. Hopefully, I'll be having those very soon. You'll be able to see them getting shipped out. As soon as I have them, I'll post on Instagram and stuff so everyone can see. But they are in production.
When is the next Hellstorm t-shirt offering?
Maybe next month.
I only ask because I may have only just the other day worn for the first time my
The small board game.
small Wargaming t-shirt.
Well, what I will say is if I do sell another shirt, let's say in November, the shipping date will be December, so maybe it will be themed.
Nice.
Why am I hearing Super Mario music? Because I've been playing it all evening.
Yeah.
Listen to the Super Mario 64 playlist. Jim Bob Lawton, just finished my Morty last weekend and currently on with the Silent King. Hoping Morty is going to get better in the new codex. What do you mean better? He's some boss. He's a boss
It's a
king.
weapon.
Yeah.
It's just so what you need to do to make Morty better is not change his stats or his abilities or his keywords or anything. Is get some better terrain.
Yeah.
Something that actually blocks line of sight. That's what you need. And then suddenly Morty
So
is
don't
a
get shot off.
fucking beast.
Yeah.
Just hide him for the first 2 turns, kill everything that can kill him, and then he just dominates the game.
Yep. Chaos Spawn by Dan again.
That
Nice
looks
work,
weirdly like something out of Rick and Morty.
It does, yeah. Nice work, man. Tinky Tick Tonk. Almost finished my Firstborn Assault Squad, my custom chapter, the Oasis Guardians. Just the transfers and tidying up the base to do. The Oasis Guardians. Nice. Great colour scheme. The Oasis Guardians make me think of Like, there's a shopping centre near me called Meadow Hall, and the Oasis is the food court. So you're like protecting
okay.
McDonald's.
He's
Oasis
all
Guardian.
about safeguarding the ramen. And for a second, I thought it was still in a can of Sprite, and then I realized it was a melter bomb. And I hope it doesn't have the same confusing thought, because
it doesn't matter as you cannot use obscuring, but if you have terrain that's literally tall, then you can hide it. Gym Marines is available again anytime in the future. I was hoping for other chapters. Sadly not, mate. That was the only run we're going to be doing in that shirt. I don't think we'll be doing
a cheeky recolor for a Dark Angel.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be popular enough just to change the colour of the helmet and stuff to redo it. I mean, if there's a new chapter that comes out like that overtakes Ultramarines, then maybe I will do it again. But for now, probably not. Sorry, buddy. Gitface, so Jay's stream on Thursday gave me inspiration for this scheme. Needs to add a bit more contrast back to the body and clean up some areas of finished weapon, but I do like how it's come out. Nice, man. Light blue and red. I love it.
Nice work, dude.
Lovely job. Reminds
me
me
of a
of
great
a cartoon.
stream on Thursday.
Yeah, it reminds me of something from a cartoon. I'm trying to think what cartoon though. I keep thinking He-Man, but it's not He-Man.
It's somewhat Skeletor if it was purple, and there's purple tones to the red because of the way he's done it.
Yeah, true.
So the way, if this was done the same way I did mine, I painted red. I used a base coat of dark blue, and then slowly built the blue up with white till it was a really intense blue, and then overshot that till it was actually white, and then came in and sprayed some yellow dots on it, and then put a red filter over the top.
Mumra
and
from Thundercats.
got the most amazing red. Yes, well done.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, it's Thundercats.
Yeah, it's a really, really sick way of doing red that I just sort of gambled and tried and hoped for the best, essentially.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really, really worked.
Yeah. Demeep says, how many t-shirts does JW have to buy on his own to make it viable? If 100. No, I'll be nice. If JW wants to buy 50 shirts, I'll make the shirt in his chosen chapter.
Nice. There you go, man. JW, you're going to be the official merch retailer.
He must be
for Hellstorm Wargaming.
Opening his own firstborn gym shirt shop. Full army shot, looking cool. Got those plague toads F in the chat. Well, a really nice mixture there. I love it.
Please forge word book.
Finish with Guitar Rangers. There we go. This is the actual picture. Nice work. Dark Angel Firstborn. You didn't hear anything. But if JW wants me to make a Dark Angel Firstborn shirt, he's got to get his wallet, his credit card out because I want 50. Nice, man. Nice work. Nice work. Really good. Cool little cool scheme. Green cape, red hood. Like it.
It's nice.
Yeah. Bokaja with the Impulsor coming on. Love it. Love this scheme.
Yeah, I like it. Kind of comic booky with the black outlining and stuff. It's nice.
Yeah. Now, Brian needs to buy 25 and JW 25 so you can organise this on Discord.
There you go.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, he's just like, if I did a different chapter, I'm probably not going to sell many. Because people will just wait for the chapter that they want and then it'll never come till they buy one. So, feedback on this Qatari. Could do with a close-up, to be fair, but...
So the base rim should be black for a start. Because it just should. I'm just going to get a slightly closer view in on this. You could do with a lot more shadows, if I'm honest, mate. A lot of your metallic, airy one note. So find a way of breaking that up a little bit. It's very difficult to see some of the elements of the miniature based on the fact that there's just this large sort of silver mass to it. You've taken care and sort of pulled some bits out. You've got that kind of yellowy green, which I'm guessing is that Tesseract paint behind you. You've got some red in there. But you've got loads of things like pipes and cables that could do with being picked out.
Yeah, and like you got the detail on the guns and stuff. Like some you can see my mouse moving if you're watching like the little details on this gun, for example, that could be painted. And then just a few extra recess shading just to help bring out the details. But great start, man. Yeah. Great little paint job.
It is a good start. You've just now got to sort of take what you've done and refine it a little bit. essentially, from a distance of 3 feet, you should be able to see all of the details on a model separately. When you get really, really close, you see all the details on a model painted separately and also highlighted and given shadows and texture and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Well, great job so far, but dude, really great work, Miss Bob. My feedback is get those paint pots closed better. Yeah, that's some good feedback as well.
Is it me or does that technical paint look like Mountain Dew?
Yeah, it does. Big time. The competition piece is 90% done, says Broker Joe again. Chaplain on bike, great model. I've got one of these sat next to me.
Oh, I've got one in the commission queue.
Do you think I should call up a favour that Damien said? So Damien months ago said, "I'll paint any model for you if you apologise to Elliot on camera," and I did. And I said, "I want you to paint the chaplain because I can't paint black." Now I have the chaplain. Should I message him?
You definitely should, because he would do.
Hey, bro.
Job of this right now.
Hey, bro, you owe me a favour. It's time, bitch.
I'd leave the bitch part out. Okay. You know, be respectful. Yeah, it's time.
It's time. The prophecy foretold this.
Brilliant. And then he and I can have a chaplain off.
Yeah, that'd be fun. There you go. The broken Crozius.
Oh,
It's been repinned now. Been repinned. A nice start, man. I look forward to seeing it all finished, ready to enter the competition.
You said 90% done. I'm assuming the other 10% is probably just sort of tidying up bits here and there, and then maybe a little bit more work on the base.
Yeah, that you've got a great start off for the base because it comes with like a big rock in the middle.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of extra work put in there. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be really good. Crabby Vision, Necropolis Hawks. Not seen these bad boys in a while, but they are looking.
No, but I keep seeing them pop up a lot more now.
Yeah, they look. Necropolis Hawks are just popular, just in general.
I think they're sick.
Cheers.
I love what you've done with the base as well.
Yeah. Cheers, Commissar Bob. Really appreciate you tuning in. Have a great evening, or daytime, or afternoon, wherever you are.
Take it easy, brother.
Nice work, Krabby. Really cool. I love this colour scheme. I was saying to my friend yesterday who came over, we were chatting about paint schemes. He was showing me these knights that were this colour blue, and I'm just obsessed with this colour blue at the minute.
Okay.
I don't know why. So I painted all my Bone Reapers that colour. I painted the Lord of Change a similar colour. I've got Knights on the go, which are the same colour.
Nice.
So.
Oh, I like it. I think you're doing a good job on the battle damage on there as well. There's enough of it, but it's not over the top. It's still like an element of the model, not the thing in the whole of the thing.
The 90% was about the Impulsor, says JW. So the chaplain's got a bit to go then. That's cool.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That makes more sense. Thanks for.
I was just going to say with this chaplain, I like the use of the blue on the loincloth just to tie it together with the rest of the army. Great job.
Mm-hmm.
Little sort of things like that really help. Finished a few bits this week. Kit Bash Libby and Indomitus stuff. Working on a 6x4 board, so slowed down a bit. Well, I mean, if you did it on a 44x60, you wouldn't have to spend as much time on it. So.
Economy in motion, man.
Nice Libby, like it.
Hashtag small balls gang.
Small ball gang indeed. But yeah, that is everything, my dudes, my dudettes, my guys. Like everything. I really wish I picked up a second set of Indomitus just so I could kit bash some characters out of it. Which I never did. Silly me.
Yeah.
Silly me.
Solid idea that was. I can get you another Indomitus box, I think.
It's only the Marine side I need because I've already got 3 Necron ones. Just for another some more Eradicators.
I need some more Warriors on the Necron side, otherwise I'd do a split.
Yeah.
But hey, thank you to everyone who put their minis in the stream models gallery. Really appreciate it. Always good to see.
Yeah. So thank you very much for sharing, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this evening. I've done some hobby for the first time in months.
Yeah, man.
Well, probably like a month.
We put together this dude.
I put together some legs. So that was great. We had a great time. I converted this leg. We've got some 3D printed parts for the base, which is really fun. I just realised I could have done something way better there, but never mind. I've cut the leg at a wrong angle. Could have done the other angle and it fit flush. So I might break that off and do that again. So I've done that. Jay's been building some Locust Destroyer and having a great time with that. Not.
Yeah. Didn't magnetize it in the end because it was looking like a hell of amounts of work. But we can swap the weapon over with just a push fit assembly that it's got, which is nice. Although this weapon doesn't want to go together very well, which is concerning me a little.
Yeah, I chop the pegs off usually, just help them fit together.
Yeah,
especially when I'm gluing. So, or at least chop it down so there's a little bit of a gap.
Yeah.
So, but no. So thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in this evening. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to be back next Monday, every Monday evening at 6 p.m. British Summer Time, Greenwich Mean Time, whichever one is the time. It'll be changing soon, so be careful. It'll catch you out. It'll be catching you out.
Isn't it like weekend after next?
It's like the end of this month thing. I think it's the end of the October they change. So
yeah, could be.
Well, no, I really appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm going to go have some dinner now, or tea.
Nice, dude.
Because I'm from Yorkshire, so I'm going to have some tea. But if you want to check out Jay's stream, he's going to be streaming tomorrow from 9 p.m. at twitch.tv/Mohawk Miniatures. And on Thursdays and Sundays as well. Raptor V2, thank you very much for the follow.
Hello.
Oh, Moon Tyrannid. You've just tuned in just as we're going on. Happy birthday to Moon Tyrannid. It is his birthday today. He's our longest serving Twitch subscriber consecutively. Happy birthday, my brother. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've had a fantastic day.
Mikey, you did tell me earlier on that you would sing happy birthday to him if he joined the stream.
I did.
Don't make me prove it. Putting this on social media and make this moment awkward.
Happy birthday to Moon Tyrannid. Happy birthday to Moon Tyrannid. Happy birthday, Moon Tyrannid. Happy birthday to you. There we go. I did it. I promised. I was expecting him to be like here at the start because I actually had a tab open with like the song ready to go.
You followed through, Mikey.
I had the song ready to play, but then when he weren't here for like the first hour, I closed it. I know. Hope you're having a great day.
Shift.
I know. But thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you to the new members. We will hit that member goal in 2 more streams. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you very much for joining the channel.
Yeah, man.
If you are a small board game member on YouTube or via Hellstormwargaming, you will get an extra video on Wednesday. It's a battle report. It's Monster Mash. Monster Mash. It's demons versus Tyranids, which should be really fun.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
But otherwise, thank you very much to you at home. Thank you very much to Jay at home.
Been good, man. It's been good, as always. It's been nice to just do some assembly because I don't have to really pay much attention to this. I can sort of sit and chat to you rather than having to concentrate on whatever it is I'm actually trying to paint and make look good.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you very much to me at home for starting the stream on time today, which is great. And while leaving already short stream. I mean, we've gone over 40 minutes, so.
Yeah, I've got a painting lesson I'm now 10 minutes late for. But Danny, I can see you in the chat there.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, so thanks so much, everyone, and see you later.
Peace out, guys.